The Puck Daddies are back, and guys, I'm sorry, I got to say right off the top, Bedard's a bust.
Don't talk about bad
Gonna
like that.
change the world
I have the facts
with my hockey
here.
stick.
I've got receipts.
Gonna make a real difference.
Okay.
Feed the poor and heal the sick.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. The
Especially
boys
to
are
Chippy.
back. The boys are back. Oh, you've been
Summertime,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Prestige, Worldwide. Wide.
We're going to talk about where Chippy's been. We got some great summer content. And speaking of summer content, I have proof that Bedard is a bust. I'm just sorry
That's
that
crazy.
I didn't want it to be this way. I really believed him. I think
He hasn't even
Is
played
that-
one
is
game
that
yet.
a
What are you
shot
talking
at, Is
about?
that a shot at Coach Chippy? Because you know I've been training him all summer.
you know what?
Is that a shot at Coach Chip?
It's his summer roller league that he joined, and I saw a clip on Instagram of him. Oh my gosh, feeding the most ridiculous pass to Kent Johnson.
Ew, that little.
Right? Yeah, the little
Yeah,
slip,
yeah.
right? The
Oh.
fake shot slip over, and
I
Johnson.
can't believe he's
buries
playing
it.
in that league. Like, what is this? I thought that
Wild.
was like from a couple years ago. I'm
No.
seeing this footage is from this summer.
That's happening now.
I'm
Well,
so
imagine
upset.
playing against Badard. You're like in a roller hockey match, and it's like,
Oh yeah, hey, Mom, can I sign up for roller hockey? This looks fun.
and then all of a sudden you got Bedard coming down the
Kent
wing
Johnson.
and just tearing you. I think I saw his stats last year. I think he had like 60 points in like 10 games or something.
Yeah, he did all
It
right.
was crazy.
He did all right last year, but he's
made that up.
trending down, which is really concerning. And I think it's just going to hurt his prospects in the NHL.
What did he have this year? I think he
So
had,
far, all you've told me is that he made a sweet pass.
He
to
made
Kent Johnson.
okay. So here's the problem. Obviously, my ADHD kicks in, and I need to do a deep dive into every stat of this NHIHL league in Burnaby, BC. So I hop on the website while I'm supposed to be working, and I'm looking at these stats. Right. So he's on a team called the Great Guys. They're playing the Purple Cobras. They lost to the Purple Cobras.
No
okay.
way.
On this team, we've got Bedard and Kent Johnson, and I looked at the stats. He got outscored. He only had 2 assists. Some dude on his team that didn't even get drafted first overall in the NHL outscored him in that game. It's you know what? I just have to say it's a bust. And I was like, it can't be. It can't be this way, right? So I look at the stats for the regular season, right? Kent Johnson is leading with 65 points in like 10 games, right? But then we've got 3 or 4 people going down. Bedard is in 6th place with only 35 points in this roller league.
35 points. How many games?
Probably like 3.
Yeah, 35.
Kid.
What? Well, like,
Oh, okay, I think
what?
Hayden's
I'm
trying to
actually
bring up the
interested.
I
stats.
found the
What's up?
website for the league that he's in.
Yeah, you got to go to Elite Div 1, and it is kind of hard to find the actual.
The site is
proper stats.
it's not
It's bringing up the
daily face off or cap friendly. It's
No,
a bit different.
Anyways, so yeah, he's 6th in the league, and they did lose a few games, which is surprising, but it's interesting.
They lost a couple, eh?
Looking at their team, so Kent Johnson, NHL signed, league min or whatever.
Yeah, how are they even allowed to play in this league?
We got Connor Bedard and also Andrew Cristal, who is a Washington Capitals, signed to the Washington Caps.
Okay.
They've got basically a $3 million cap hit right here between these 3
Yeah, that's
players
insane.
in a roller league in BC. Could you imagine playing against these guys?
Oh, I would be a problem out there.
There we go. I think you found
I
it.
would
Okay.
I would be a huge problem
Oh yeah.
to play against with. Yeah.
You'd put them in a blender.
Mhm.
I think this might be from last season though. You didn't-
Oh,
yeah.
gotta adjust. No, this is 2023.
All divisions. You got to go just the elite one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Div 1 elite. Go there.
Div 1 Elite.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, so Ken Johnson, 59. Oh, how many games played for Bedard? He's in 6th place.
Bedard has. Oh, it doesn't say what. This
Click him. Click
No,
him.
I
you
saw.
gotta
I
click on
looked
it.
it up. I looked it up. I think he had like 10 games.
games played 7.
Okay, 7 games, 35 points. That's okay.
I mean, 2 goals a game plus.
No,
3
Bedard's a
assists.
bust.
Yeah, what do we have? 5 point, averaging 5 points a night or something. What is that? 7, 14.
7 times
21,
5,
28.
35. Yeah, 5 points a game. You'd do all right if you could do that in the NHL. 5 points a game.
Yeah.
You could.
Well, so what was Johnson averaging?
I think he played a few extra games. Would you dominate roller though,
Of course.
Hayden?
You're talking to Coach Jeff.
No,
Nah.
One of the best players on
I
the
can't
series.
stop.
I've never played roller hockey. Like I'm not as
Yeah, like, I'd
agile.
have
I'm
to-
not as
I-
comfortable.
Like I would have to like.
Oh, you'd have to train
I
for
would
like
have to, like,
10
train-
years.
I know, I'd have to
and
train for
then
like a
you'd be
day.
dominant.
Honestly, give me a day.
I feel like such
And I
a
would figure
bender
out. I'd
when I
figure
throw
it out.
rollerblades on.
Nah, you
Like
can't
you got to
rollerblade?
adjust. Yeah, you got to adjust a little.
You never rollerbladed before?
No, I have. I'm just saying it doesn't.
It would be the stopping, but like it would give me 1 day.
Yeah.
And give me like 4 hours, and I will get that stopping figured out.
I've played some roller hockey, like just like messing
yeah,
around.
I've played too.
But I just don't feel as comfortable in rollerblades as I do in skates. That's all.
you would get comfortable. Though.
But the thing is, I think the BC guys, they have, I guess, an advantage on the roller side of things because it basically doesn't get cold enough there for them to have the ODRs. So
so we don't have roller hockey in Ontario.
no,
much.
and it's not a
Really,
thing in
like-
Ontario
it's-
at all.
Yeah,
I mean, they
'cause-
probably do, but
yeah, but it's not a
see it.
common thing because there's usually
Which is
in
crazy.
any of the main cities there's year-round ice.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get the roller hockey league going here because
I
everyone
agree.
the game's growing. Everyone's loving this roller hockey stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I'll ever play roller hockey.
A little too late for you?
Well,
Maybe
too
on the
late.
backyard, like in
Hayden,
Jeremy's
well, now
backyard.
you are for sure playing because we're gonna force you to play.
Start a league.
We're gonna start a league.
Okay. I'm sure I would be all right. I can still stick handle and shoot.
What are some other things we're going to talk about on the pod? I want to talk about this crazy contract with Messi and the one that led to it, Beckham, in soccer. Like what's this guy's name? Mbappe? Do you know how to?
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Bappy?
Mbappe.
Whenever I hear his
Mbappe.
name, I just think about the Hanson brothers. Mbappe.
What did he sign? Like
Mbappe.
like 500 million or something?
So he hasn't signed yet.
Oh,
Some team,
Million?
Al Halil, has agreed to pay like $330 million just to get him off the team. Right? Just to be like, hey, can we have him? They have to pay that to the club, $330 million
well,
cash.
he's not getting it.
Right? And then they have to pay him. So his contract reportedly is going to be like $700 million for 1 year.
Yeah, and that's when we know there's some money up in this little top elitist groups that just have like what are we talking
Just don't
about? Like
care.
some people
Like
like there's
a
like people
billion.
up here that just have this like they know some stuff that we don't.
They're
You know
just
what I
getting
mean? They know some stuff. They're doing some stuff.
They
They're
own a
doing some weird
country.
stuff. No, they're doing some weird stuff up there. We
They
know
own,
that.
they own a country that's floating on top of oil, the most valuable
Bro.
resource in the world.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's
that's
just,
what-
there's
that's
just
what they
some,
know.
there's just there's some paper that's just moving up there, and they're doing some weird stuff up there. We
No,
know
it's-
that.
it's
We
just
know
next
not good
level
up
well.
there. It's,
When
yeah, like what are we talking about? Like that's crazy.
$1 billion, like
There's
$1
someone
billion
that can't
dollars, and there's like,
eat,
yeah,
and
let's
then we
just.
got this guy making 700 million to play soccer.
It's the people that are paying him, right? It's like, yeah, let's just have an extra $1 billion. Yeah, take it away from the pile.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
We'll just increase our rates sending over to North America for
Yeah.
the next 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just charge an extra
But,
10
like, I
cents per
guess-
barrel.
Yeah.
And that'll cover it after a week.
Yeah.
But I guess it just reflects what we value in society. Like obviously we love entertainment a lot because
it.
that's what they do. They entertain, they sell out
Yep.
stadiums, and they're making that kind of dosh.
Well, that they're like obviously it's a tactic to get into North American sports market
Yes.
as a profit mechanism and marketing or whatever.
So it's actually really interesting. I guess we're just talking about it now. Let's go into it.
Might as well, yeah.
I'm
So-
flowing.
They did the same thing with golf, offering these star players like 250,
Yeah.
300, 400 million dollars just to come
Live
to
golf, yeah.
live golf.
The live tour.
They're just shaking up the whole sports industry. But it was interesting what happened with Beckham. So David Beckham back in 2007 came over to the LA Galaxy. Now he was making like 20 or 30 million a year in Europe.
Which isn't that much compared to the salaries.
I mean, in
now.
2007.
Yeah, I guess-
think-
okay,
think-
so
Back
that-
then it was a lot.
That's
was
probably
doing
more
well.
like
But he came to LA MLS to make 6.4 million a season. He took a 70% pay cut. But it's actually genius because so it's like the MLS, the North American strategy is doing something different. They're not just throwing crazy amounts of cash.
No,
maybe because they're not floating on oil.
yeah.
Saudi Arabian countries where they're just like, oh, we own the whole country. We own everything. And just like,
Well, the only thing that Saudi has to throw at them is money.
Fair.
Whereas in North America, they have like brand deals and investment into the actual league itself.
so that's
Equity,
how
right? The
they
equity play.
That's how they got Beckham. They offered him a % of the club's revenue. So they say, okay, we're going to pay you 6.4 mil a year, but every hot dog that is sold, every beer that is sold in
How
the
much
arena.
money are they making? Like, is it insane?
Well, so that's the thing. Soccer was kind of like not really big in the States. They wanted to make it big.
Yeah.
So they brought him over and they said, we know people are going to start watching once you get here.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you like 6.4, which is not that much, but we'll give you a percentage of ticket sales, every beer sold in the stadium, every hot dog sold, all the merchandise, all the jerseys. And
Would be nice.
he's going to sell a lot because it's untapped.
Yeah.
He ended up making like 220 million on top of his salary. 220
I love that.
Over how many years?
I love that.
I think over like the 5 years that he was there.
Maybe
right.
I should have played a little harder at the soccer during recess. Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly, right? What sport are you going to train for now? And well, so on top of that, there was something extra that he put in his contract. He put a clause that he could, when he retires, he can buy an MLS expansion team, and he said, "I'll pay 23 million for it," which at the time to get a new team it cost about 8 million. So it seemed like, yeah, that's a good deal.
That's it?
Yeah, because the soccer
It was a
wasn't
new
that
league,
popular. Yeah.
MLS, not like the
Yeah.
Premier League.
It was just kind of starting up in North America. It was like
So yeah, Beckham made that move, and then Messi. I can't believe Messi made that move. I can't believe he came over.
because he basically did the same contract. So here's the genius in that. He's like, I'm going to come over to North America and I'm going to make soccer popular. And he basically did. You look at all the stats; it blew up once he got here.
Well,
right?
then he scores the game winner in the 90th minute, and then he scores the opener in the next game.
Oh,
Like,
Messi!
he's the captain. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
lighting it up, bro.
But Beckham paved the road for him. So that $23 million like promised expansion team, that's the team that Messi came over onto.
yeah.
The most recent team that expanded into MLS, I think they paid like 400 million.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That 7 million mark, I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
So that's their expansion fee. They had to pay $400 million to put a new team into
That's
MLS. And
crazy.
Beckham's like, yeah, I'm going to cash in that $23 million offer, put in my team. And then he brings over Messi on the same type of contract. He's like, I'm going to give you rev share.
Messi's on LA though, right?
Yeah, that's
Inter Miami.
Inter Miami,
Oh,
which
he's
is
on Miami. Sorry,
that's the team that Beckham owns.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, so he's just
So
doing
Beckham
rinse
is-
repeat.
Yeah.
Filthy rich. is what-
Oh, yeah, he's doing all right.
Wow.
What a smart contract.
What
though,
a
eh?
play.
Messi coming to the MLS is like Crosby going over to Europe to start a new league and just
Like
dust people.
McDavid going
in retirement, like it's a retirement plan.
like McDavid goes to
That's hilarious.
Turkmenistan for a new hockey league or something, eh?
Yeah, like
It's like McDavid
I guess
in
it's-
10 years
yeah, fair.
goes
Crosby.
overseas
Yeah.
to
but like low key,
yeah.
Messi still like he just won a World Cup. Did they win? Is that bad? Did
No, they did. Yeah,
oh,
Argentina. Yeah.
they won, right?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Uh,
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't pay too much attention to soccer.
They did win.
They
They, won.
won.
And Messi like scored like
Yeah, he
still-
scored like a-
he's
they-
low key still in his prime. He low key
Yeah,
like led
hey.
the tournament.
They
didn't
won
he?
in the penalty kicks. Yeah. Oh no, he's still he's still like top dog, but I'm
What-
just saying
how old
he's
is
like
he?
37. So
Yeah, he's still lighting it up. He's still lighting.
probably
these
play
guys
till
up.
he's 40 and then retire and
like-
be a
It's like
multi-millionaire.
Djokovic in tennis.
But
like, these guys are-
these types of contracts don't exist in hockey. Like you can't. It's basically you play in the NHL, or like the KHL is not going to be offering this to any NHL player, right? I think
Well-
that the
well,
KHL
that's
is the only comparable league.
No, I think after Saudi goes after all the other sports, they might go for hockey last.
I don't
Be like, we're gonna start our own league in Sweden.
Dude, I think well, it's because I don't know. It's just I guess it's the players aren't as like popular. Like you can't like Messi is like a household
World
name
renowned.
across the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Whereas like NHL
But is that from
players,
the
it's-
sport, the pedestal that he played in, or is that just because of him?
It's because soccer is an international sport. Golf is a more international sport.
Exactly.
Hockey, unfortunately,
But
is
like
not.
picture
How do we
picture
get
this.
hockey bigger?
Picture this. Saudi, like
more frozen lakes.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, the roller hockey.
That's
Well,
true.
Picture the scenario that Saudi does what they did for Live Golf, where they start their own league and just throw a bunch of money at hockey players to come play.
Well, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they do that?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not going to grow. Like hockey itself is its own niche, and it won't grow to be the same as like golf and soccer and these bigger sports. That being said, though, what's to stop Saudi from doing it and
Nothing.
tripling the size of NHL? And then the NHL is like, maybe we should like combine like
Well,
Live.
of course,
did.
of course they will. Of course they will.
Hold on. Would you want to see, say, McDavid?
I'm talking like in like 15 years after.
I'm going to say right now, just imaginary, right? Let's pretend.
Yeah.
They fire up a new league and they offer McDavid like $50 million for a year and they buy out his contract and whatever. And would you want to see McDavid go over to some other? Like, would you watch that game? he's playing against basically an AHL or less caliber.
I'm going
team.
with him. I'm joking.
Chippy's gonna
Am
play.
I mean, toss a couple mil at Chippy.
Wait, we should
yeah,
reach
what
out
are we
to Saudi,
talking
be
about?
like, let's start our own YouTuber hockey league.
Okay.
Not, yeah, like, why not? Like, that's
You know
what I'm
what?
saying. Let's grow the game. Our,
Hayden?
our goal is to grow the game. That's what we're doing here.
Hayden, you land that deal, I'm giving you 10% of all the deals, okay?
All
Start,
right, I'll reach out.
Get on the horn.
NHL would for sure.
I got
bite
lots
at
of
that.
friends over there.
Dude, they would take that and run with it, and then now they have more money to advertise the game. Like that's like, how do you grow hockey? I think you do have to have some sort of like roller hockey, ball hockey.
It
like,
has to be.
It needs
Imagine-
to be. It needs to
what
be
if
more
it-
accessible.
Yeah.
What if
accessible.
they start it and it's like a summer league, so the players don't have to.
Like 3 ice.
But then the NHL is like, well, like, and then they start to slowly overlap the like the schedule. So it's a summer league, but then the players want to play in the first like 2 months
Because they're getting 50 million.
because they're getting way much more money. Yeah, right. Like if that was an actual thing, the NHL would have to consider. Okay, well, how do we incorporate this into the league so that we can offer the players more salary cap, increase the salary cap?
They need
for the
to. They need
teams?
to grow it in Europe. Like they need to grow hockey in Europe.
Yeah. I mean, hockey is pretty crazy. There's a lot of European pro leagues where the fans have way more energy than any of these like 20,000 seat arenas.
How many people?
Yeah.
Like how many people are?
It's small barns, but it's like hometown versus hometown. And they're only like, 20 minutes away or 30 minutes. It's like these small towns that play each other.
And every
just pack
country
the
is
barn.
within like an hour drive of each other.
That's what I'm saying, right? You can
Is
get a
that
train
because
go
soccer
anywhere.
is so big? Like people are just like, we don't care about hockey over there. Is that like
Yeah.
like if you got like a football game, I'll say soccer, football.
I
know
think
they
it's
call it
just
football.
because hockey is difficult to play. Like you need skates, you need ice, you need a hockey stick, and like
starts when
all
you're
that
a
is
kid.
difficult. But like any kid can just get a soccer ball and start kicking that around and enjoy that and get into
But,
it,
like
right?
ball hockey, a stick and a ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
how
I've
you need
never
to grow.
watched a televised ball
But
hockey game.
you
yeah.
still need a smooth surface and a place. Whereas like soccer, you just need a pitch.
Yeah.
You need a patch of grass.
Dirt, cement, you can
Dirt,
play- you
yeah.
can play anywhere.
I've seen in like Kenya, they make balls out of like sticks and they're
Yeah.
kicking these around. Like they don't even have a proper soccer ball, but like they just find a way to kick a ball around in like the
Yeah.
dirt streets, right?
Yeah.
Same with baseball. They
You
can
can throw a ball.
throw a
at
ball,
least, yeah.
make your own ball, use like a stick.
Yeah, it's such a difficult game, like ice hockey.
So maybe we should do like a YouTube series trying to grow the game, or like we fly to Saudi Arabia and we try to pitch them to start their own hockey league, and we'll
Yeah.
be like,
Yo, we'll be the stars. Yeah, we'll be line one on our like yeah.
I actually read an article a few years back, absolutely loved it. So there's a country which I referenced earlier, Turkmenistan, and it's a dictatorship. And basically a dictatorship, if anyone's not familiar with politics, it's one person and they're just in full control. Whatever they say, the whole country has to do it. So
Don't get me going on about dictatorships. Don't get me started with this.
now, don't get me wrong. Usually, there's ego and power and corruption in these dictatorships. But I thought, if the right person became a dictator, maybe you could run a
Oh
pretty.
my goodness.
That's
I don't
the
think so.
mentality.
That's the
that makes-
mentality every dictator has.
Until they have.
But
all
I'm
this
the right
power.
person, and then there's a revolution, and there's another right person.
Yeah.
Okay, so the leader of Turkmenistan, which is a desert state, or desert country, I guess. They have actually something known as the gateway to hell, which is basically like a part of the desert that just opens up and there's lava. Like you look down and like 30 feet down, there's just like a bubbling lava pit.
Oh my.
So that's
God.
like to give you an idea of
What
what
satanic ritual are we talking about right now?
to give you an idea what Turkmenistan is like. Anyways, the dictator of this country
I think I'm gonna go on vacation there.
sounds nice. Yeah, right next to the lava pit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm.
Get my sunglasses out. And
I'll be in Hawaii, guys.
So the leader of this country says, you know what? We are going to be a hockey country. He demands that they build ice hockey rinks.
I love
Like
that.
6 of them.
next to the lava pit.
And oh, nice backdrop here.
Yeah.
Hard to keep the
That would go
ice
viral.
frozen. I was saying. And then he made all of the public workers. So like if you're a policeman, fireman, whatever, they all had to be hockey players. And he started his own league.
So are they any good or what?
I mean,
Footage? Do we have any footy we could go
I
check out?
did watch some videos. This was a few years back. I don't know how
on.
the Turkmenistan Hockey League is going, but maybe I'll throw something on the screen here for anyone watching. But yeah, look it up. The Turkmenistan Hockey
I'm gonna be honest.
dictator.
I didn't even know that was a country.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. This is from 2012. Turkmenistan leader sets heart on ice hockey glory. There he is. What a beauty. President Kurbulani. Can you pronounce that one?
No idea.
Aurasia. Bertie Makanamdadov.
Nailed it.
Oh my gosh. I hope he doesn't find me. He's a huge fan. We don't have the picture of it. I got to find the picture.
Way.
But anyway, there he is. What a beaut. There he is.
Come on, it's a pack barn too.
Oh,
It's a pack barn
that's
too.
incredible.
Honestly, I'd
It
go.
looks like
I'd
a
go
St.
over-
Patrick's Day out uniform. He's got the white
I'd
jersey,
go
the
over
green
there.
accents.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is good. This is good. We should, let's take a
Little
trip to
celeb game?
Turkmenistan. We'll stop in there and then we'll go to Saudi Arabia, maybe like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, see if we can get some hockey going.
That'd be sick.
That sounds pretty good.
All right, so one question leading into hockey about all of this this Beckham contract. When he came over in 2007, the salary cap for an MLS team was $2 million. Right?
For the whole team?
The whole team, $2 million. That's
How many teams were there at that point?
like 10 or something. I don't know.
Here, I'll look it up.
But so with a $2 million salary cap, they agreed to pay Beckham $6.4 million a year, which puts them well over their salary
Yeah, that's
cap.
ridiculous. That's not
Right?
fair.
So how did they do it? They basically, like, the team went to the league and says, "Hey, want to bring Beckham over?" And like, "Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good for the league." Okay, we're gonna change the rules.
Yeah, of course we are. Exactly.
So there's a word for it, but they basically just call it the Beckham Rule.
Rules are meant to be broken.
Yep. So they changed the rule and said you can pick one player that doesn't count against your salary cap.
Yeah.
And that was Beckham. So it only cost them $400,000 against their salary cap to have Beckham on the team, and the other $6 million or whatever came from the
So they were
owners.
cheating.
Yeah,
They were cheating a little bit.
in a way, but I kind of like that rule because I think in soccer, in basketball, in other sports, one player can make a huge difference
Yes.
on your team.
Not just for the team, but for the whole
Yes.
like the whole league in
Right.
terms of marketing,
fair.
like marketability, right?
Right,
Like
and-
one player is a huge difference.
But I guess in basketball and soccer, they pretty much are on the field nearly the whole time. So that's
They're
a
the
big deal.
stars. They're out there the whole time.
Yeah, they're making a huge difference.
Yes.
But in hockey, it doesn't, like, you have McDavid on a team and they haven't won a cup yet, right? It takes a while. It's not a like hard and fast rule that the top player is
Yeah.
going to the Stanley Cup Finals every single time, like in the NBA. So why doesn't the NHL make one of those? You pick one player, pay him whatever you want.
Okay.
Would you like that?
Would that even make a difference, though? Aside from I want to be the player that's paid the most on the team. I want to be the player that's paid most on the
I
team.
feel like if anything, yeah, it would create a
Interesting dynamic.
interesting dynamic on the team. was,
Oh,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like it would be.
Like,
I mean, it's
I-
already
I'm-
like
I-
it's already like that.
I
though.
make 6 times all of you guys.
Oh, but it's literally already like that. Like you got
Yeah.
some guys making 13 mil, other guys making league min. It's like
I think the main problem with the NHL isn't like individual salaries. It's just the fact that they're forced to go underneath a cap that's too low to be
Yeah.
competitive for, like, if you want to have 4 really good players on your team, which is what you need minimum in the NHL to have like a stacked roster, right? Like forwards at
I
least.
want to see stacked teams. I want sick highlight reels. I don't want them all spread around, one on each team. That's boring.
You
Give me
want the
like,
Yankees of hockey.
yeah, who cares?
And the reason we're
want an
saying that is
all-star
because
game.
we're Leafs fans. And
No, it makes it more exciting. Like, I loved that the Kraken put out like some of the top, like, so it doesn't matter even who does the Kraken have. They don't have any all stars on their team, and they still made a good go, and that makes it exciting. Gives us some underdog stories, right? Quit spreading it all around. Let the
That's so true. If the league wants parity, it's going to happen on its own because hockey itself is like such a game of bounces, right? So
Yeah.
let the teams that want to spend more money spend it and just tax them if they go above the whatever cap is set, like the
There you
luxury
go.
tax system.
luxury tax.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're paying like 10 mil over the cap, like which the Leafs would easily pay over 10 mil. If I pull up their cap friendly, they were 2 million over the cap as of this morning, but now they've put Matt Murray on waiver or on LTIR, so now they're under.
okay.
But they're basically sitting at 0 cap space.
It's so annoying when like your favorite team or like everyone has a different favorite team.
Yeah.
But you just hear it all the time. Oh, so and so's contract is up, and I don't know if the team can afford him anymore, so they're gonna have to start looking for trades. And they start talking about like 3 years before his contract even expires.
The cap,
It's just it makes it annoying.
We need
become
some more
more-
flair. Okay, we need some more flair in this game. We need some more talks. We need some more stuff happening in the game.
It's
That's
at
what
the
we
point
need.
where
We
the
need
salary.
more-
It's at the point where the salary cap has become more important than actual money, because
Yeah.
because it's like it's not whether or not the team can afford or choose to pay the players. It's a matter of if the team can just afford to have them in the rules of the league under the salary cap.
Yeah.
Let's pay a guy 50 mil a year. You know what I mean? That would bring some eyes to the game.
There you go.
This guy's
Yeah,
making
there you go.
50 mil.
I'm saying.
Now he's the star of the league.
I think we need to. It needs to be more of a gradual buildup.
Let's
though,
give
'cause
Mojo Pappy.
They
50
need the
shrimp.
advertising money.
Let's give him part of the team.
That's gonna get you a lot of press. It's gonna get a lot of comments in the comments.
Let's
section.
just
Yeah,
let's throw
exactly.
Messi on one of the teams, and then
Exactly. Let's do.
people will watch just to see.
Okay, now that would happen in the new Saudi Arabia
Yeah,
league, right?
soccer team versus hockey team on ice, and then in the soccer field.
Purely for entertainment.
They need, but they do need like those celebrity owners. Like, know how they were talking about
Yes.
Snoop Dogg getting in. Like, they
Yes.
need.
Yes,
Like, they need that
Ryan Reynolds
so
should've-
bad. They need to make hockey cool. Like, hockey's like a cool.
Give Snoop a team. Give Ryan Reynolds
Yes.
a team.
actually, can I talk about that for a second?
No, I'm sorry. So what were you
Hayden,
saying?
no,
Chippy?
I'm not allowed to.
You were in Nashville recently?
Yes, we were in Nashville. I was talking to.
Let's
Talking to
give the
Dirks.
floor. Let's give the floor.
I
to
just
Hayden.
wanted to get your guys' thoughts because the whole Ottawa sale that went down. It seemed to me
Wait,
like
has
Did
it gone through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what? What happened?
where have I been?
don't even know that it
It's the
happened.
summertime. No,
Did Snoop
Here.
get the team?
for anyone that wasn't aware, I'll look it up here.
Chippy and I.
Did Snoop get the team?
They just sold us some boring conglomerate.
Yeah.
product.
Oh,
So
they
what
did.
happened
It
here?
always
Oh,
is.
it's such-
That's how it always is. It's
Oh.
a shame. But please tell us so we can be more disgusting.
Michael Andlauer.
Who?
Michael Andlauer.
Who?
He was a
Michael.
he was a part owner in the Montreal Canadiens for the longest time.
Wait, when did this happen?
It was a while ago.
Billionaire.
June. Okay, last
Toronto
month.
Yeah.
billionaire.
Well, in terms of like online, it was a while ago. So what happened is there was multiple, like there was the group that Ryan Reynolds was pitching from. There was a
Yeah.
bunch of like bidders, right?
And then I heard that one didn't go through, and then Snoop
It
Dogg
was like
had
The
a-
Rock and Snoop Dogg and like all these guys jumping in.
Those were just people like they were celebrities backing certain groups.
They're part of a group,
part of a group.
an investment group, because not one person is just gonna. Well, except for this Andlauer guy.
Yeah.
Just him.
Well, it's his
What does he do?
investments.
Let's
or
look up what he does.
He found it under his couch cushions, of his summer home. He was like, oh,
Was he-
950.
Was he an NFT?
I'll
Was he
explain
a
to you
crypto,
guys if
crypto
you want.
billionaire? Is he a crypto billionaire? It must
No.
be in crypto.
Sorry, we're getting excited. Hayden, go on.
He has multiple businesses, but the one that I recall being the most significant was like a trucking business that became important to ship vaccines during COVID and stuff.
Oh,
That's like
stay
headline.
away.
That's
Let's
all
not
I
even
know.
say that word. We don't talk about that topic.
But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Okay.
He's a longtime part owner of the Montreal Canadiens. You can't own multiple teams, right? So he had to sell that off before making this go through, which
Smart.
is
That's
part of the
smart.
delays. But what I was kind of surprised by is that the Bettman, in particular, like the NHL, in lieu of Bettman, had the opportunity to sell the Senators or let the Senators sell for hire with all these other groups, like the Rottenheimer, whatever group that Ryan Reynolds was with, offered like closer to $1 billion or more, but they didn't want to. They were like being selective who they wanted to sell with, and I think that they had like a handshake deal with this Michael Andlauer guy the whole time.
Probably,
And Bettman's like, "Yeah, man, I got you. I'll do you a solid because you've been."
The old boys club.
Yeah.
The old boys club.
Uh-oh.
Now, I am not surprised at all because on one of the previous pods, I 100% called it. I said there is not a chance that Bettman is going to sell this to someone for, I said for less, but this is what they should do. I said they should sell it to someone who's going to do good for the game, who's going to bring more eyeballs, who's going to grow the game,
Yeah.
right? Someone like Ryan Reynolds or Snoop Dogg, and like make a big deal of it, grow the game, like allow that to happen, even if it's for slightly less. But I said he's going to sell it to whoever offers the top dollar or what's the best business. Like,
Yeah.
And he's he doesn't care about all that stuff.
No.
Like and it's
Well,
ridiculous.
I don't know the history because I only started really following the NHL like
Lauer.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
But Bettman had some bad luck selling, I think, for the Nashville Predators, and he sold to someone who basically didn't have the money.
Oh,
So then they
Okay, well,
didn't
Big
end up
Pharma's
paying.
got the money. We know that. There's no problem over there. We know they got some dosh over
But,
there.
yeah, it was just a lot of like shaking down and like
Bevan's a
they were-
numbers guy.
they
He's just a
tried-
straight numbers guy.
they tried to go right to Ryan Reynolds and be like, well, like regardless of who they end up selling to, you can still be part in that. But Ryan Reynolds was like, no, like I'm with these guys.
Reynolds is a genius marketer. He has started a number of successful companies and marketed them very well. And he could just sell any of those and just like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got enough. Like
He
Musk.
could, yeah.
Musk is like, I want to buy Twitter. I'm just gonna, exercise a few options in one of my
Musk is a
three
different.
private.
Musk is like the most rich
Oh yeah,
on the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Musk will Elon will do something.
He's sending stuff to space. I didn't know regular people were allowed to send stuff to space.
no, he started
but
that, yeah.
he's sending stuff to space.
Yeah,
He's
Musk.
got that kind of dosh.
There's a meme that it's like sending a Tesla into space, and it's like
He did.
then fasting forward to like 150 years from now when someone discovers the Tesla that was launched into space.
Because it's like a bumper. Like someone else is driving their car up there, and what the heck? Rear-ended by this Tesla.
Oh my god.
Antique.
That's
It's antique.
hilarious.
This antique Tesla. Yeah, it's like a time capsule in space.
I guess it will never rust up there, right? There's no.
Well, we'll never know because the average human will never be allowed to go up there. I don't think, unless we are taking space missions.
It actually is on my bucket list.
No chance.
You want to go to space?
I don't think I would even
I don't
had
thi-
the
I-
opportunity.
you-
No.
If you trust them, if you trust these guys to take you to space,
I wouldn't go
sure.
first. I want to be like.
I ain't trusting.
What's his
I
name?
ain't trusting any. of that.
Cody or Corey or one of the Dude Perfect guys went up in that space shuttle thing that just basically goes to the outskirts of the Earth and then back down.
Come on. I'm waiting until it's more popular, more affordable. But I'll hop up there, and I want to spend the night. I want to.
That's
float,
insane.
I want to float around up there.
I mean, yeah, I'm not afraid to go to space, but it's like
I want to like hawk a loogie and just watch it kind of like hang in the air, and then I can like catch it. And just
I guess it would be
I want to put like Doritos and then just like eat them as they are floating.
like I guess like all we know is what we've been told. So like that would be like if you actually went and you were like, okay, this is actually what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've never been to space. I don't know anyone that's been to space.
Chippy,
We've only know what we've
Conspiracy
been told. So
theory.
you're just afraid that you get up there and you'd
No,
see
I'm
that
just like,
the Earth is actually
What if we're
flat.
actually a globe? What if it's actually just a globe and there's no such thing as space?
I want to circle
Okay.
things back to the topic that Jeremy had here with
Back to reality.
Back
with
to reality.
the rule that was put in place for the MLS with Beckham.
The Beckham rule. Does the NHL need a Beckham rule?
I want to have I have a fun idea for you guys an exercise for you to do.
Okay, let's
Oh yeah,
go.
we're doing a draft too.
We are going to do a draft, not right now though. Very quickly,
Let's go.
Go.
if
Go.
you name one, like what player on each team would you give the
Each
rule
team.
to?
Okay, so we're in 30.
And, like, how
teams.
much salary
so we're
do you
doing
think you'd pay them?
64 different players.
No, no.
Let's say.
Holy schmucks!
No,
I need to bring a list here.
No, I can
Wait.
I can pull up the team.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
We'll start with what you guys know the most.
We'll do
Toronto.
No,
Here's the thing. I don't feel each team needs a Beckham
That's
rule.
what I'm
I say
saying.
like okay, so we can pass on a
You
team.
can pass on a team, or
Okay.
you can say
Yeah, give it to Matthews.
so
Beckham rule to
Matthews.
Matthews.
And how much?
Um,
Like, do you if there was no cap, what do you think he's worth?
Oh, I see.
okay.
Like, so you got to pick a player and a number.
50 million.
Give him 20 million and a cut of all like sales of hot dogs.
Oh, you're
just say what, like, yeah, like 100 million then.
30
No,
mil. 30
No,
mil.
no, like be realistic. Like based on the NHL's, like the NHL's not making as much as MLS, so they're not going to give each player
Oh,
50
they
mil,
make a
even the
ton
top
of
players.
money.
Here's the thing though, MLSE is making an absolute mint.
Yeah.
They are
I could see-
I would say
I could
80
see
million.
Matthews doing getting 25 to 30.
Yeah, I'd say 25 or 30. I'd say 30.
I would say you need to hop on a couple more commercials, but let's give him 50.
All right. Next up, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, Cooch, I think, or Vasilevsky.
Stamkos.
Stammer's on his way down though. I'd say. Well, I mean, I hate to say that, but like,
Um,
I think their most valuable player is Vasilevsky.
Braden
but
Point.
I don't think that you need to pay him because
Ah,
yeah, I'd say maybe Cooch because he's probably like coming
Kucherov.
up. He's probably coming up on an extension.
I would
and
go
think he's only
Kucherov.
getting like 8.6 mil or something.
Kucherov.
I'd go Kucherov at 18 mil.
Give him.
Oh, okay.
And especially because it's when they won the cup, it's like we were 18 million over the cap.
You gotta give him
Just
20.
a little
Nice.
cheeky.
Cooch is getting
Nice.
25. He's getting 25. He scored 134 points. Cooch.
All right, Chippy says 25. All right,
Yeah.
next team. I'm just going in cap friendly here in order of projected cap space.
Okay.
Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, pass. They need to give like 20 million to like offer Bedard like 40 million.
Right,
know?
to sign a new player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Pass on that.
Yeah, if at anything, I might go like Elias Pettersson just
I was
to put him
thinking
like
about it.
11 mil or something, like to give him more than what he's making now.
I mean,
but
okay,
I
let's rewind time. Would they give like 20 mil to Horvat?
Bo Horvat,
Horvat, there it is.
or would they give? What about the Sedin twins?
Oh,
What
bring
would
him
they
back?
do then?
Bring 'em
Which one
back?
do you
Give those
pick?
guys 50
Okay,
each.
very quickly, Daniel or Henrik, or it's
I think Daniel.
what's the freaking other guy's name?
Henrik.
Daniel Henrik. Yeah,
Henrik,
okay, I was right. Yeah, I would go Henrik, but Daniel was a nasty goal
Skip.
scorer.
Skip.
All right, Colorado Avalanche.
McKinnon. McKinnon for 40 mil.
40?
Yeah.
Whew. Chippy, you realize there's only so much like money that the Avalanche have.
Well, these guys up there got it all, so they got to distribute
No,
it. To the guys.
I'd say the Avalanche, they don't have as much to throw around.
I'd say
The
as-
guys that own the team.
They
do,
would
though.
easily.
The guys that
Yeah,
own
they
the
got-
team.
yeah,
do. I'm saying
the owner takes a
they
little
have,
out of his billions.
They have, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're giving them 40 million.
That's actually interesting if the owner can just be like, no, that's what they do in Russia. It's like, here's a paper bag full of cash for you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right, like-
the guys that are actually running the show.
No, they give you shares in their oil companies.
You know, Matt K. Mitchkov, like he's getting paid like $1 million a season.
Matt V. Mitchkov.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably getting like an extra few mil just cash and like, here, have a yacht.
yeah.
Well, did you hear what I said though? That they offer shares in
yeah.
the oil companies,
Okay.
and that's how they can cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until they don't want you on the team anymore, and then they hide like contraband in your luggage and get you arrested.
All right, I'm going McKinnon for like 18 mil, like same as Kucherov.
Let's do the top 10 teams. We're not doing 32 here.
We're going quick. Vegas Golden Knights.
Kessel gets 80 mil. I'm joking.
Eichel.
Yeah, you gotta do Eichel, I guess. Yeah, you gotta do Eichel.
I'm doing Eichel. We don't have to do the dollar amount anymore.
yeah,
We'll just go quick. Montreal Canadiens.
Coffee.
Cole? You want Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Domi, or not Domi. What's
No, you're not. He's on the Leafs.
We haven't talked about that.
Nick Suzuki.
Suzuki? That's who
Yeah?
I'm thinking of. Yeah.
I think I could
Suzuki
call
or
Caulfield.
Caulfield,
Yeah.
both.
Penguins.
Go Crosby just to make him happy. Eh?
Sad.
I'm going Kapanen. No, I'm just kidding.
Sad.
Panthers.
He said.
Florida Panthers.
Ooh.
Kachuk.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
He's the.
Barkov gets the stiff.
I
end of
listened
the
to the Athletic podcast
Easy.
last week, and they Dom Lucision made a list, and it said that Matthew Tkachuk has the most valuable contract in the NHL right now.
Correct.
Oh,
What is
yeah?
he making, like 8?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Watching and to the Leafs' credit, Brad Treliving signed that deal.
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh,
so
yeah,
maybe we're
that's
not all up in flames over here. We'll see. We got to talk Leafs. Maybe we'll save it for the next episode.
Well, I'm gonna sit this one out because I'm trying to find a post that we need to discuss after this.
All right, Washington Capitals, Chippy.
Ovechkin.
Easy. Islanders. Not so easy.
Barzal,
I might go Sorokin.
Sorokin. I mean, I didn't even know who Sorokin was until last year.
He's
but
definitely their
I've heard he's
best,
Like,
most important player. Josh Bailey, maybe, but like, why would you pay him more? He's like gonna retire soon, bro.
yeah, Sorokin.
Stars. I'm going
Oh.
Robinson.
Robertson.
Jason Robinson.
Robertson.
Flames. Calgary.
I'm going Kadri.
Kadri. I love me some Kadri.
Yeah. Who's even on the Calgary?
They got Huberdeau.
I'm passing.
You know what? I might pass on Calgary as well. Okay, I'm passing. L.A.
Byfield.
Of course.
Hugh, he's gonna-
your boy.
No, he's having a breakout year. Trust me.
Who else is on?
Kempe too. Kempe's my boy
Kempe.
too.
That's who, yeah. He
Kempe's
had a
my
big
boy.
big playoffs. He was pretty solid.
Yeah, shout out the Kempe.
Yeah.
Shout out the
St.
Adrian.
Louis.
Who
The restaurant.
Robert Thomas, sorry.
Robert Thomas. Oh, okay. Yeah. Who do I want to go with? Pass.
Yeah.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Ooh, Svechny.
Svechny.
Or Aho.
Yeah, they just signed Aho to an 8-year, $9-point-something million
That's
deal.
cheap.
That's a good deal for Aho.
You
Yeah.
think so? I thought he could pay more.
Well,
He's their
no,
best player.
he's looking at it and he's saying, I mean, I'm basically, who's a good comparable? I'm like a little bit lower than what McKinnon is for the Avalanche or whatever. So he's probably asking like 11,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
they got him down to 9, whatever. Like Carolina's got some good contract
that's
management.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's good for
It's a good deal for the team.
Carolina, not for
This
Aho.
is why I want the salary cap to be gone, because then it's like you're cheering for the players to get their bag too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for
But now it's
sure.
like it puts all the fans of a team against the player getting
Yeah.
rewarded for being a good
Yeah.
player. It's
Instead of saying, oh,
instead
the
of like,
team-
oh, give team pay up,
yeah,
billionaires.
you
Like,
billionaires. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm all for these billionaires
yeah,
leaking out the cash. Like you guys,
hmm
you're farting $100 bills.
Yeah.
Okay, you're farting it out.
All right, Seattle Kraken. Seattle Kraken, Chippy. You got anyone on there?
Oh,
You-
Seattle.
One player to
Kraken.
be no salary limitations.
Jordan Eberle.
the back from the World Juniors.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go. I'm gonna go Eric Carlson because he's gonna get signed there. No, just kidding.
Oh my goodness, the conspiracy theorist.
Where is Carlson going?
Probably. Well, I think Dubas wants him to retire. Wants to get Carlson and retire him with Crosby and give them one last go.
Oh, dang. Eh?
Like give them a 2-year window, and if they don't do it, then he's just gonna have to clean house anyway.
Keep going because Jared's about to come in with his found post.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I cannot find it anywhere.
All right, we're going Rangers.
Ooh, Rangers.
I'm going Panarin or Zibanejad.
The Rangers.
Probably or Kreider.
Oof.
I think I'm going Panarin.
I think I'm gonna go Patty Kane.
Oh, Kane, I forgot he's on there. He's a free agent though. He's probably not going to stay there.
He's not going.
Is he coming to Toronto? Is he gonna take a little?
No, he's
Is
not.
he gonna take? Yeah, he will.
Uh,
No, because he said he's like
free
I'm not
agent? Free agent? He must be coming to Toronto then. Yeah.
Yo, imagine though.
All right, Philly.
That'd be nice.
Flyers.
Ooh.
Carter Hart.
Nah, passing.
Yeah. New Jersey Devils.
Ooh, I just played with I just played in the game.
Mitch Marner?
I just played in the game with him.
Dumba?
Why it's blanking? Come on now, that's bad. I gotta remember. Plays for the Devils.
Jack Hughes.
Great. He's a great winger, bro.
Is he a young guy?
Eric Holla.
Oh,
yeah.
Holla's my boy. Holla's my boy. We gotta.
got to bump up his
Or
salary.
no, it's Jack Hughes, man.
I mean, I would pick Jack Hughes, but he just got signed to like a
What do you-
8-year, $8 million or something like that.
8?
He got
Only
low.
got 8?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'm curious.
Aho?
No. you're like
I know, I'm tuning out. Aho got 9.7.
Jack Hughes is $8 million cap hit for 8
What?
years, I think.
Who is his agent?
Well, I mean, they signed that like last year or something. So it was that they bought low. It was a good job on their part.
Like he probably could have got 13. Like,
Okay, maybe not that much.
What do you guys think about the Aho deal? He's getting like 9.7 mil a season.
We talked about
maybe.
that already, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we
we
did?
did.
Oh.
By it, Jared, not paying attention. Next.
All right, we're going quick here.
He gets like 60 points a season, 70 points a season. Like, come on.
Yeah. Winnipeg Jets.
Shifey.
Pass.
I Hellebuck. Blue Jackets. I think goalies deserve to get their bag
Blue
too. So I'm going Hellebuck. Blue Jackets.
Fantilli.
Kent Johnston.
Fantilli, bro.
Yeah, give it a KJ.
Yeah.
It's a Fantilli.
Ottawa Senators. Who even is
The
Stützle?
defenseman. No, the
Stützle?
defenseman. Shabbat.
Oh, Shabbat. Yeah.
Shabbat.
He's out there like 28 minutes a
a
game.
stud.
Yeah. He's a stud. Yeah. Minnesota Wild. We're almost done here. We got a few more.
Ooh, my team. Give it to
Kaprizov.
give it to Boldy, man.
Oh, Boldy? Okay.
Boldy,
I'm going Kaprizov.
Boldy, you know I dished that
Kaprizov's
back door.
there.
Gave you a tuck in the third there.
Bruins. Bergeron just retired.
Asta.
Let's just take a moment and for Bergeron.
Oh,
What a great career.
Class
I
Even-
can't
even
believe-
as
I
a
can't
Leafs
believe
fan,
what
you gotta-
did to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Leafs.
Even as a Leafs fan, you got to respect what he's done as a player in the league.
Yeah.
Selke winner, like
Give it to
friggin' every
Marshy.
year.
Don't give it to Pasta. Give it to Marshy.
Speaking of retirements, Jesse Pollock just retired from professional
That was
hockey.
insane. I saw that.
Yeah.
I actually I met him the
Can we
other day.
get, hold on, let's
No, we get what do we get?
he
I might go sign over there and light it up. I think did he actually play a couple games?
apparently he played in a few games, got a
Can
couple
we do
apples.
that? I want to sign on a team.
I
play
would
a game
love
and
to
retire.
Do that. I would love to do that. I think I would actually go over there and actually might light it up.
I
a
need
bit.
to. I need
Like,
to.
I would go over there and actually. I think he got a couple points. I think he got a
Yeah,
couple.
he-
if he's getting a couple points,
Oh.
I'm going over there and I might lead the league.
Need to pad your elite prospects.
I might
stats.
lead the league over there.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a lot for the game. I remember the day he signed like it was yesterday.
All right, we're moving on quick here.
Okay.
San Jose Sharks. Best player that you would give unlimited money to. Not unlimited.
Pass.
Is Hurdle still there?
Eric Carlson.
Ninja Hurdle. No, Carlson's not there anymore.
No.
Well, he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay, he's there right now though.
Okay, you're going to sign him again for.
Yeah, bring him back. He'll stay if you're going to give him 30
I
mil.
guess,
Norris.
yeah.
So what are you talking
Okay,
about? You want a Norris winner,
okay,
man.
okay. I'm going to pass. Edmonton Oilers.
McDavid.
I'm going Draisaitl.
Okay.
I'll
Because,
go-
like,
I'll
I
go
feel like-
Draisaitl too.
I think.
Really?
Well, like McDavid, I think that you can a lot for him in the rest of the salary cap. Like if he's going to take up 15% of your salary, you
No.
still want to give it. to
No,
him.
because if you give Draisaitl like 50 mil as your Beckham rule, then McDavid will just get offered 50 mil to go to like Arizona or something. You know, some rich owner somewhere else is going to take him.
That's
right?
true. You're right.
Yeah. What's McDavid's next?
No, but
contract?
okay, no. Here's what you do: you renew Draisaitl's contract, and then when McDavid's comes up, you trade Draisaitl and then give McDavid the bag.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's probably McDavid. We were just trying to pick someone different here. All right, rapid fire. Sabres. Tage Thompson for me.
Sabres.
Yeah.
The Sabres.
Alex Tuck maybe is another
What's
option.
that defenseman there?
They can't afford the Beckham rule. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
They're struggling
Who's
just
that
to.
defenseman though?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. He went.
Dallin, Rasmus Dahlin.
Rasmus
Dahlin.
Dahlin. He's nasty, bro.
He got nastily hit by Matthews in the Winter Classic a couple years ago.
And then he hammered Matthews too.
Yeah. Red Wings.
Ooh.
Red Wings need a top end talent. Like they need to sign someone who's like game changer. Like Dylan Larkin
They
being
just got
their
DeBrincat.
best
They
player.
just got DeBrincat.
Yeah, but that's like I'd say two elite second line centers, you know, or wingers or whatever. Like
Wait, where'd Mitchkov go? Did he get drafted to?
He went to. He went to
Was it Detroit?
Philly.
Philly.
Philly, yeah.
He won before where people thought he was going to go to the
I'm
Capitals.
so like how much I know about the game.
Well, you were at the draft, okay?
Look how much I
Predators.
at the draft.
Nashville Predators. Pass.
I'm gonna pass them. Yeah, they
Oh.
don't have it.
Coyotes.
Coyotes.
I'm like reading it. At the
Also a pass. They don't got the cash for a
Yeah.
Beckham rule.
Blackhawks. Bedsy.
Yeah.
Corey Perry.
And last one, Anaheim Ducks.
Zegras, maybe Zegras.
Zeke.
Silverberg.
So,
Leo
think
Carlson,
Zegras.
man.
Zegras is
Leo
the flashy.
Carlson's about to be the best.
Oh,
player
Leo
in the league.
Carlson?
True. Yeah.
Carlson's about to be
Yeah.
the best player in the league.
Yeah.
And Anaheim is gonna have the best personality. Like they're gonna have just jokes.
Yeah.
Carlson's such a beauty. It's insane.
All right, that was the last one. That was fun. Thank you for entertaining me.
Let's do the draft.
All right, we're gonna
go.
today.
We're all gonna get in.
Draft.
There. We're all gonna.
Welcome to
get
the draft.
It's a lot to choose from here.
Yeah, today we're each gonna be doing our own picks. Top 5 cartoons.
Oh, that's not fair. I didn't do any research.
He texted
you
you,
ever?
3 hours ago.
I did text you 3
Yeah,
hours
I
ago.
was in bed. I was-
Come on. Okay, we're gonna give you a minute just to think about cartoons you watch, and I think as we start talking, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah." Now, this is what makes it tough. It's so hard. There's so many to choose from. I can't just pick all like the best cartoons.
Yeah.
Well, number one, you guys are gonna
So-
grab some, but here's the thing: like some are great because they're edgy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some were great because they shaped my childhood,
Right.
right? And now I'm a
It's like a personal.
yeah, it's a very personal list. And then
Right.
some are also great because I'm a dad now, and my kids are watching them, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good one, that's a good one, that's a good one, right? So it's so hard to pick because
Right.
there's ones that were amazing for a few years, right? You could go all like morning cartoons, you know, like Looney Tunes and Animaniacs.
Hey. No,
Oh, sorry.
none of that. None of that.
I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a tough draft. We're set up to fail.
It's pretty much impossible to have a clean, perfect list.
All right,
No.
let's do like
Top 5.
let's
like,
do like an intro for the TikTok.
Yeah. 1 second. And also, I'm just gonna go out and say there, I have not watched any anime. There are some people that would just pick 5 anime shows as their top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I
We're going
think
cartoons.
it's cartoons, and there are like animated like movies and stuff that don't count. Like it's got to be like a
it's gotta-
show.
yeah,
like
but
one that repeated
There's
on.
so
TV.
many anime shows. Like
Yeah.
people are like
Yo, for
really get into these.
Yeah, we're not going anime because
You can if you want.
You can if you want.
I'll never have heard.
I
of
don't
it.
think of anime as a cartoon though. You know, like it's a different narrative, different style, different visuals.
What about Sailor Moon?
Don't know what that is.
Missing out.
All right.
I'm ready.
How we going to decide order? We can't just do rock paper scissors, can we?
We can.
Oy.
Oh yeah, I guess we can. Three-way
Okay,
rock
three-way
paper scissors.
And it's rock paper scissors. No shoot.
Yeah.
All right.
Chippy, you ready?
Sorry.
It's gonna be hard if I'm number 1 pick. Ready?
Rock paper scissors.
I just got squished.
So Jeremy goes last.
Oh, dang it.
Rock paper scissors.
Okay.
Chippy goes first.
Wow.
Hitting him with the rock.
I tried to change it up. I thought Chippy was going to change it. All right. Okay. Chippy goes first, then me, then Jeremy.
This is a tough,
This is tough.
first round.
I don't know if
pick.
I like going first. First tough. Like
Hey,
Drafting the top cartoons ever.
all 3 of us in the draft,
Yep.
because there's a lot to choose from. Drafting the best
okay.
cartoons.
Okay, so for me, I'm going cartoons that I grew up with.
That's fair.
That means something to me. I mean, there's going to be tons of cartoons that mean a lot to other people.
Yeah. Well, your picks are going to be reflective of yourself
what?
too. So.
Are you drafting a personal team or a crowd pleaser?
So is it cartoon character? Like only one character?
The
No,
show.
no.
You're drafting
Okay.
the show.
Okay.
like the shows? Yeah.
Okay. Well, this one for me was my favorite show growing up. I absolutely loved it. Favorite cartoon was Scooby Dooby Doo.
Oh, Scooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
A great
Where are you?
Good soundtrack.
Oh,
too.
I remember the one with it was the baseball one with the guy. Oh,
Okay.
with the Scooby snacks and they're in space. That was
It's every episode.
oh, I just
Right. where they got into mischief and then they tried to find out what was going on and they thought it was real, but then it turns out there was some mastermind behind it.
glasses.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you and your.
that does the skit on
No.
the Scooby Doo. His name's Tommy.
Oh yeah, I know
Oh
him.
my goodness,
I met him. Yeah.
He did a skit on.
I didn't see the skit though.
Oh, but it's a little offside.
We are all drafting here, so we got to go through these
okay.
quick.
Scooby Doo number one overall.
All right.
Who's keeping track? You're keeping track?
I'm not.
You can keep track. You got a pen. so.
I have a pen.
All right. Picking first for my team. It's I couldn't decide between 2, but I'm gonna go with this one because I think I watched it more as a kid, and I think that it should realistically be in the top 2 ever, and that's Pokemon.
Okay. We're going with some.
Okay.
I mean, I think
never watched it.
that's a
I was
huge
never,
pick.
I played the video. I played Pokemon on the Game Boy, but I
Just Pokemon as a franchise is huge, but like the TV show, elite.
okay.
And the soundtrack, elite. All the Pokemon, just
100%.
Yeah.
I for me personally, I didn't watch much.
and the OG ones too, like the originals, not the new ones they got still playing. Like I haven't seen any of those.
Okay, that's a good pick. Great pick.
This is really tough for me, and I think there's a clear number 1, like best cartoon of all time, just really international. I'm going with The Simpsons.
Oh, that's a great pick.
mean,
That was
Oh,
my
a great
number
pick.
3. That was my number 3.
It
So,
pretty much like everything I know about the world I learned from The Simpsons because I watched every rerun. Like I get home from school, Simpsons reruns at 4:30 and 5 o'clock, and it shaped like every popular. Like I learned things that I didn't even know existed because it was a joke on The Simpsons.
Yes.
Right.
So
Okay, that's a great pick too. For me, for my number 2, I can't believe this dropped, but this is a big pick. It's SpongeBob.
I was hoping.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I was hoping.
Oh my
I could
goodness!
get that
I
number
feel
2.
really good
I
about my
can,
picks right now.
SpongeBob still slaps. Like I can
SpongeBob
still
is
watch
lit,
it.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. That was tough.
SpongeBob is litty.
I wanted SpongeBob. I took Simpsons, but yeah, SpongeBob is
Yeah,
absolute
like
stellar.
Patrick,
Second.
Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a timeless classic.
With my second pick, this is going to be a quick one. To combat the Simpsons energy, I'm going with Family Guy.
Okay.
Okay, that is great pick.
Another
too.
huge hit. And
And it was one that it has a special place in my heart because I wasn't allowed to watch it growing up.
Yeah.
So then when I became a teenager and I started watching it, it was even more funny and it felt like it was better because I wasn't allowed to, but when I was younger.
now I wanted to go SpongeBob for the PG. Like anyone can enjoy SpongeBob. Already taken off the board. I didn't really want to go more edgy.
I'm trying to balance mine out. We got the Pokemon and Family Guy.
Family Guy's a little more edgy than The Simpsons.
Yes.
I'm going to take it even further. I'm going South Park.
That's good.
That's top of the barrel in terms of edginess.
I've got 2 number 1s right here. I mean, This is going to be a tough draft because now we got to get into what about the kid shows?
Yeah,
What
well,
did you watch when you were a kid? I mean, there are some classics that you.
yeah.
It's going to be hard. It's a hard list.
Chippy, what's your third pick here?
I mean, guys, it's over. I mean, the draft's over.
All right. Well, let's see.
I'm going Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
Bugs Bunny,
Specifically, like-
Space Jam. I mean, it's everything. It's Bugs Bunny.
Do you
it's
count that as Looney Tunes?
I think it's Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes was. I told Jeremy before this. I said Looney Tunes. If no one picks it, I'm gonna get it third. But you did it. So.
Tunes. I mean, I think the draft's over. In my opinion, it's over.
It's a classic. It's always on. It's like on at the drive-in.
Oh, it was. I remember it was a Space Jam for me when the Space Jam came on. They brought the little.
Isn't that a movie?
Space Jam's a movie.
Yeah, but it's got Looney Tunes in it. With
I guess.
with Michael.
Taking the whole franchise.
But that's not a. I guess it's. I'll give it to you.
It's
But
Looney
it's,
Tunes.
it's not a.
Oh, you're thinking
But you
this is
can't-
such a great pick that you're trying to like.
No, you
take
can't
it away, and
you
it's
can't
like
say Looney Tunes and call it Space Jam. You got to say Looney Tunes.
no,
the
but I'm
show.
saying
I
like,
mean, when
I'm
you-
saying I watched like that's like the biggest one I watched was the Space Jam
Right.
with Bugs Bunny with Michael
see.
Jordan,
I
Looney
gotcha.
Tunes. Yeah.
Right. Fair. That's fair. All right. If we're going with like kid, I'm gonna go with like a kid-friendly one again. I'm gonna balance it out. This is a show that I watched all the time growing up. It has one of the best soundtracks. Fight me on it, Arthur.
No.
Oh, okay. Arthur's it's a good pick.
And it's a good lesson
It's
teacher.
it's an OG. It's an OG pick. It's an OG pick.
You just stole my pick. Going number 3 here is tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
All right. Arthur is a steal at 3, and I'm just going to follow that right up with Magic School Bus. I have to. It's in the same realm. I mean, that's tough, but I'll take Magic School Bus to compete with Arthur.
You can tell we both grew up on CTV Kids.
That's great.
Because I didn't have cable. I only watched some of the cool
That's a
shows at
great
friends'
pick.
house.
It's a great pick.
All right, Chippy, your fourth pick.
I'm just going with a classic. Like I feel like classic Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Winnie the Pooh. I watched Winnie the Pooh growing up.
100 Acre Wood.
Yeah.
Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Those shows.
Yeah. No, they're actually really good.
I don't.
What a little thing about a tiger is a tiger is a wonderful thing.
Oh my goodness.
Bouncing around?
Yeah.
I watched it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Winnie the Pooh.
But like, if you're going there, like, then it's like you're going like just Disney like character, like Mickey and stuff.
No, Winnie the Pooh was a full-on cartoon series. So
okay.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh is one of the.
All right, I'll give it
OG.
to you.
yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to give him. That's like a top 5 all time. Like that's like my list right now is insane right now.
All right, I'm torn between 2 picks here for my fourth.
It's gonna be so hard.
Down to the wire. Where's the pick clock or whatever? I got like 5, 4. I think I got to go with one that I look forward to watching when I went to like friends' houses because I couldn't watch it at home, and that's Phineas and Ferb.
Oh,
dude.
great pick.
You're going down my list.
Great pick.
Phineas and how would you not allowed to watch Phineas and Ferb?
No, I was allowed to. I just didn't have it at home.
I got you. I thought your parents
Like
were
I was like, if I was at a friend's house, it's like, oh, is Phineas and Ferb on? Like,
it is
Yeah.
an unreal show. Can be enjoyed by adults and kids.
And that Tommy guy Chippy was talking about one of his more popular skits is about Phineas and Ferb, like doing crazy stuff in the
Shetty?
back. No, not Shetty. Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I forget what his last
Definitely,
name is.
it's definitely going viral. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Phineas. Phineas?
I have so many to choose from, and I don't know if I should go personal. I'm going to go for a crowd pleaser. This is for the people in the comments. I'm going Rick and Morty.
Oh, it's a great pick for
that's a good one.
for the stoners out there. We love that pick. Rick and Morty. That's a great pick.
Futurama's in the same like.
I know
category
that's
as that.
another. There's a few that I want
or
to pick.
Adventure Time. But I never watched I can't pick those because I haven't watched them in their entirety. So I don't feel
Fair.
comfortable picking one as a crowd pleaser that I never actually watched more than like maybe like one season.
It's highly regarded. A lot of people recommending Rick and Morty to me.
Yes.
I unfortunately have not dove right into it, but I'm picking it to have it on the list because I just know, we need to have one of those crowd pleasers on there.
Yeah, that's a
Alright.
good one.
Now I'm going with just a personal pick.
All right.
I mean, I watched.
This is your last one, so it's good to round it out with a personal
It's a
pick.
personal pick. I mean, the list has already been done. We've already won the draft, so I'm just gonna close it out with just something that's just, if you know, you know. I loved Kim Possible.
Okay.
I was
Kim
a big
Possible's
Kim
what do you mean if you know, you know? That's a good pick. That's a
Kim
solid.
Possible. I was a big Kim Possible guy.
I like Kim Possible and
Naked
Phineas
Mole
and
Rat.
Ferb. Yeah.
Naked Mole Rat.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple more. There's so many more that I could name too. Like,
Yeah.
It's hard. Once you get to the bottom, you're like, who do I put in here?
Yeah, it's tough to slot in that last.
We need to just keep drafting. We need to pick 10.
Yeah, I like my draft right now.
Yeah, we could keep going all day. We got to do our top 5.
Maybe do 6.
No, we're doing.
I need one more.
No,
I need
we're
2
doing
more
5
picks. Okay,
for the
go.
TikTok. We got to stick to.
Well, you've
5.
taken all my a few good ones off my list. Let's
This
see
one,
what
I'm confident that it won't be on your list.
I think so.
I'm torn between 2 here that I was hoping that I could slot this guy in, but if I'm gonna do top 5, it's got to be a more recent show. And I went and saw the movie, the remake of it. It's my girlfriend introduced it to me. It's Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. Okay.
It's hilarious, man.
Never heard of it.
And I didn't want to put it in because it's not it's not a household name.
I think it's pretty popular.
But it was between that and I don't know what your next pick is, but
Bob's
I won't give it
Burgers.
away. It was
I
my
don't-
next
I
pick was
couldn't
going to
even-
be Batman.
Oh, you know
Like
what
the
though?
OG, like,
it is
cartoons.
actually unreal.
Hey, we're not allowed to say wait. Ooh. We could say
Honorable mentions
honorable
after.
mentions
Okay.
after.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to spoil the honorable
This
mentions.
is so hard. This is so hard because like my style of humor, I got to pick one for the kids. I'm a dad.
All right.
I got to throw one for the parents and one for the kids, and this is Bluey.
Cocomelon.
Bluey. Bluey is my
Okay.
last
Bluey?
pick.
Never heard of it.
Just because you can tolerate it being on.
No,
in the
it's
background?
actually great. It is a great show.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna go with my honorable mentions, and it actually really
Let's
hurts.
each let's each give 2 honorable mentions.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
2 honorable mentions.
2 honorable mentions. It really hurts not to have these on the list, but I wanted to have a well-rounded team.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if I could have gone down and just picked all like my faves, I would have grabbed King of the Hill and Futurama. Those are 2 that hurt. The King of the Hill is such an elite show. The comedy, the writing, it's written by Mike Judge, and just so great. So
Oh
smart.
my goodness. I think I
Boomhauer, Hank.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's my turn. Honorable mentions.
Yeah,
Like
pick 2,
my
yeah.
list. Like, could we just keep going with it? Because my list is just like unstoppable.
Okay.
Okay, my list is unstoppable. Recess.
Recess
Yeah.
Oh, I got recess
good.
at number 6.
So
is
good.
No, there's no number
Recess at
6.
God.
6.
Honorable mention.
And then another one.
Like this is a Taxi Squad.
Another one.
Yeah, Taxi Squad.
Clifford, the big
Clifford,
red dog.
okay,
Oh, then
Clifford's
another
good.
one. Totally Spies. Oh my goodness. Nemo and Stitch. Oh my
even-
goodness.
Nemo.
show? Did they do a show?
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo.
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch didn't make a show until I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the movies when I was
Everyone
younger.
knows this draft was
Man,
unbelievable.
that Batman show actually was real good. I gotta find that and throw it on for Mason. It
Oh,
was
he would
so
love it.
dramatic and like, yeah.
The soundtrack is like an
Yes,
orchestra.
it is. Yeah, I remember that. Now I'm bringing up core memories here. And I want Gargoyles and X-Men as well.
My honorable mentions, I had SpongeBob on my list.
I think we all did.
I thought about Recess, but I went with Phineas and Ferb instead.
Recess is
My second honorable mention, and this is one that I'd be surprised if you guys even knew, it's George Shrinks.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
And
That's decent.
it's basically like this kid he's like a tiny kid, and my favorite episode that like lives rent free in my head is he's playing hockey, but it's just on one of those little rod hockey tables, and he's got like goggles that have like windshield wipers so that he can get the water off of his like it's just like a high tech kid.
I got more.
Yeah.
I got more.
We gotta cut it
Tom
off.
and Jerry, honorable mention. Tom and Jerry,
Right.
Fred Flintstones.
The Flintstones, the
Flintstones,
Jetsons, if you want to
yeah.
go really far
Those are the
back.
classics.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like people
classic.
are gonna be like, I can't believe they didn't mention those.
Oh, you know what? I got to drop one more honorable mention.
Mickey Mouse. I mean,
No. You guys are gonna. This is the one. Rugrats.
Oh,
Rugrats.
I think the movie was what I
Rugrats
oh,
guy.
I
and
remember
Fairly
most.
Odd Parents. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shows. Let us know in the comments what we missed, what you guys would have picked in
Okay.
your top 5.
Jimmy Neutron.
Put your list down below and we'll compare.
Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, Chippy, just cut it off
Oh
here,
my
man.
goodness.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the list. We're not gonna pick a winner because like there's no
impossible.
judge. It's
Okay,
impossible.
what do you mean?
Well, Chippy's
Who's
gonna
not a
pick
winner?
himself. We're gonna all
Look at
pick ourselves. so.
Scooby Doo, SpongeBob,
We're gonna let the comments decide.
Looney Tunes, Winnie the
And all your fans will just vote for you.
That's crazy.
All right. So we're gonna go down the list.
Okay.
The
Just go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.
no. You gotta have them in a collection.
Okay. No. Oh no. And I have a new rule.
What?
If you honorable mentioned, you could trade something out right now.
No, there's
We're not doing honorable
I'm
mentions.
trading
Top
Kim
five.
Possible for Recess.
no.
We're just doing the top 5 team. All right. So Chippy's team, top cartoons of all time. Chippy drafted Scooby Doo, SpongeBob, Looney Tunes, Winnie the Pooh, and Kim Possible. Coming up, the second pick in the draft.
Team number 2.
Team number 2.
Hayden's team.
Haden drafted first overall, Pokemon and Family Guy,
Yes.
Arthur, Phineas and Ferb, and finally in the 5th place for his team, Bob's Burgers.
That's a weak one.
No, that's
And I was
like it.
third in the draft. Remember this. My picks: Simpsons, South Park, Magic School Bus, Rick and Morty, and Bluey.
Honestly, the
who-
last pick for all of us is kind of weak. Like,
I don't no. If you're a parent, Bluey
Never
is
heard of Bluey.
high.
I
Bluey is
know.
high on your list if you are a parent.
I never heard
And
of Bluey.
You can't say Bob's Burgers is a bad pick until you've
no,
watched it too.
No, and I have like the 30 plus age bracket here because we all grew up on the Simpsons,
I
South
got it
Park,
too.
Magic
I
School
got that
Bus.
too.
Rick and Morty is a bit newer for us, but Bluey is right there. It's sliding right in because we all have the kids now, right? So
I got the Looney Tunes,
you-
the SpongeBob, the Scooby Doo is insane. We know that's a cult following.
I think we all kind of
SpongeBob.
drafted for our generation. You know, I did miss out on King of the Hill here, but for our we each have a generational team. But let us know in the comments who won.
Yeah, let's do that.
right.
That's how we're
The
gonna.
comments
decide.
will decide.
And put your list, like what your
Yeah.
top 5
Yeah,
are.
what is your list?
It's harder than it looks, okay?
It's
I feel like we almost need to like recreate that for like I feel like we took too long on.
No,
the,
it's
on
fine.
the
We'll
draft
just cut it
picks.
together. It'll make it a
Okay.
two-parter.
we could also just put me listing them. Like that's like 45 seconds right there of just me
Yeah.
for the TikTok. You know what
Here,
I mean?
we can each read our own. But no,
don't
I
think?
think we
We
just
can do that
cut it
after.
together.
Now we're thinking about how we can clip this.
Everyone listening to the
we're-
pod be like, are these guys just doing business planning right now?
We're in our creative process right now.
I feel like we need to do. Ready?
What?
Drafting the
No. Oh my God, Chippy's.
drafting the best cartoons. Go.
we will do that. Let's re-record it then after the pod.
No,
so the people
I can cut it
listening on
together.
Spotify,
It'll be fine.
okay, fine.
Drafting the best cartoons. Go.
No. Oh my God, Chippy, you're relentless.
all right. What else do we have? Let's wrap the pod up. Tree
Let's
living.
Yeah, tree.
Oh, we gotta talk about.
Are we?
Leafs.
Is Brad Tree living, Tree winning, or Tree losing in this
Is-
off season?
He's tree dominating.
Oh, Chippy says dominating. I say the Leafs will have a better team. Hayden, what do you think?
I think that the Leafs are going to get worse before they get better.
That's what he told me yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
what do you mean by that?
Agree or disagree?
I'm saying
Like
that
they're gonna start like crap?
They always
think-
start
I
bad.
think. Well, that's true. They always
Weird.
start the regular season bad.
don't
But
understand.
I think that they're going to be. People are going to be asking, are they going to miss the playoffs by the time we reach halfway through the season?
Bold.
That's bold. I mean,
Bold.
just so
But
you
then
know,
they're gonna pick it up and they're gonna make the playoffs. Obviously.
Well, here's the thing: they still have like they can do the trade deadline, all that jazz. Pick up some, rental. There's more things to be done,
they don't
right?
have any cap space.
do you want to know what I think?
Okay. Yes.
Cup bound. Cup bound.
So let's go through here just to kind of recap.
Look at our roster.
We
We're
ha-
talking about.
Let
it now.
me hop in with
We're gonna
my
dominate.
opinion.
Well, we should go through what
The
they've
moves they
actually
made.
done.
That's
so far.
pretty much what I was gonna do. Hey,
Oh.
are you live streaming with
Yeah, we got Sheldon
Oh, is
Keefe
that- is
video
that-
here on
is
Cap
Is
Friendly.
that Sheldon?
No,
chatting with us on the pod? Okay, I'm just gonna throw something in quick. They basically replaced Bunting with Bertuzzi. I think that's an upgrade. Bertuzzi
course it
is
is.
a skill guy, but also an elite pest. And I
Is
think
he though?
he's a pest.
Is he?
Yes.
I
So-
think that pest is like a little. I don't think he's that big of a pest. I think he's more.
He's
skill guy.
a Marchand type of player.
No way.
Yes, he is.
No
Talking about
chance.
Bertuzzi.
Yes.
No.
Watch.
I think he has that because of his last name. People think Bertuzzi because of.
I've
Have
seen
you?
it.
I've seen him beaking across the bench. Like he's got an edge to his
He
game.
takes people's hockey sticks out of their hand and skates to the bench with them.
Does he?
Yeah.
and he's also a psychopath that plays with no tape on the end of his stick.
Yeah, like that just tells you
Like
what
no
type
knob.
of person he is.
He's ready to butt end people.
What is he doing? Okay, so he's going to take that number one spot that Bunting
he's
had
on
on
the
top
first line?
He's on the first line. He's with
I
Matthews.
got Domi
Well,
on that
I
first
think
line.
I think that it. So on the first
With
line
Marner?
topic, the first
Domi
line
is not
topic,
first line.
it's gonna be either Bertuzzi or Matthew Nyes, because Nyes could get a shot
Oh, Nyes
real
is.
quick.
But
Nyes
it
is
could be-
dirty. Nyes is my boy.
It could be Nyes, Bertuzzi, Matthews. No?
I guess yeah, it could.
Matthews, Marner,
especially if
Nyes is
Nylander gets
dirty,
traded.
though.
Then
If
then
Nylander's gone, then they're gonna need to put someone there.
so and then we got Domi. Who's he replacing? Who do they drop?
I think Domi's gonna play like third line probably.
No
he's
way.
got a crack at
He's
second
gonna, He's
line.
gonna be first or second line.
So
Who's he
He's
bumping
gonna
down?
get like 90 points this year.
Domi
If
is
they put him with Marner, 90 points.
That's a stretch, but he's going to do well. He's a firecracker.
skill guy.
He's skilled and he wants it. He wants to win. He's got energy. He cares, and that's what the Leafs need.
Doesn't he play center though?
I guarantee.
Is he going to play center? Is he going to center Marner and put Tavares on the wing? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I think that Nyes and Bertuzzi are going to be jockeying back and forth between first and second line, and Domi will be
I like to
slotted in
mention,
third
I
line.
met JT the other couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Last week.
You know his real name is Maxwell. Maxwell Domi.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I thought you were talking about John
show us his
Tavares. I was like, what?
Show us his stats.
What?
Show us his stats. He's a skill. He's poised for a breakout year. He's 20.
No, he for sure is going to have a breakout year. I saw him play in the O, and this guy, he's just like lights out.
Go to his points.
He cares. He shoots left. What position is he here? Did you see that?
He's a winger.
Where? All right, sure.
He is a winger?
I don't know.
I
Chip's
see-
saying.
I'm
So
saying-
he's getting about 40. I mean, he's not playing full season. He's
60
not-
games, 50 points in 60
okay.
games.
The last time he played a full season was 82 points. He had 72 points in 82 games. Right? He hasn't played a full season.
Yeah, look last year. Look at last year. He had
Here we go. 70. Yeah, 82 in 80 games.
he had 82 points last year?
Yeah,
Yeah. This guy's a point per game.
point per game player.
He's gonna get 100 points this year. He's not third line. Look at Haden over there. He's on the third line.
I'm not saying that
Insane.
he's a third line on anyone's team. I'm saying he's probably going to end up playing center on the third line of the Leafs because
so-
who else do they
No
have?
way.
Sorry, guys. I was looking at his penalty minutes. That was a misread by me. I was looking at his PIMs.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
He had 49 points in 60, and then plus the 7. So we do quick math. 56 points last season.
You're counting the playoffs?
and what team was he on?
Regular
What
season.
team was he
He
on?
was in the Blackhawks, which
Okay.
was not great.
Give him Marner. Give him Marner and Matthews and see what he does this year.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's gonna be a great player. He's gonna dig. He's gonna give the
He's on that first line. He's gonna go in and
exactly. He's got grit and he's got skill.
yeah. It's.
They added grit. They added skill in Domi and Bertuzzi,
I think we're the best team in the league.
and then they added.
Jer, you
Oh,
gotta go.
apparently Sammy needs that laptop. Hayden.
Just wait.
We have some books that need to be accounted
Technical. Can you
some
give her?
some accounts
Can
receivable?
you give her
is,
laptop?
I can
in
give it
need
to
right
her,
now.
All right. So Hayden, go through your argument here.
With what?
The Leafs worse before they get better. The moves that they made.
Oh,
What do you think?
I think that they're
Well,
gonna.
I don't know what Hayden's talking about here. Worse before we're gonna be dominant all year. We might not lose a game.
I think that they're gonna get worse before they get better. They're gonna start off the season slow like they normally do, and they're gonna be. Sheldon Keefe's gonna be making moves with the roster.
He's always juggling.
He's always juggling. It's gonna be like Christmas time before they start to get in the groove of winning games, and it's gonna be too late because all the other teams are gonna be.
So you're saying they're missing the playoffs?
No, I'm saying like they're not gonna be a lock for the playoffs like they have been the past 3 years. Like
My prediction is they are going to come out crushing.
Yes.
These guys are going to be
believe
like,
so as well.
this is not the Leafs team we're used to. We're used to, whatever. We're just going to make the playoffs. Oh, shoot, we're not. Let's try now.
I think they're gonna do that. They're just not gonna be scoring as much goals because they're
Okay, so let's
they're
look at-
all,
well, let's
they're
look-
all
let's-
thinking
let's look-
contracts.
Let's look at where the other teams. What has Montreal done? What has Ottawa done? Who's in our division?
Well, I lost my laptop, so I don't know.
Who's in our division that I'm scared of?
I got Tampa and Boston.
Yeah, so Boston lost Berge.
Yeah, Boston receded, but how far are they going to recede off of their insanely dominant season last year?
We just
my
took
gosh.
Bertuzzi off them. I don't know. I think we're the best team in the league on paper right now. I mean, defense wise,
I just think like
maybe
from
need to add a piece on the point.
just the way that they've been struggling and the pressure that's on them, I think that they're going to take a step back in the regular season this year.
There's no pressure anymore. No,
When I'm saying like they're going to get worse before
it's
they
the
get
last
better, I'm
dance. It's the last dance.
dude, I'm
There's
not
no pressure.
Just listen, I'm not saying that they're not going to do well in the playoffs. I'm saying they're going to get worse before they get better.
I know it's
So,
an
like-
interesting take. It's an interesting
Like
take.
they've got to hit rock bottom, and then they can fight. Then they can climb right up.
Yeah, you
They've
don't
never
want-
hit rock
You
bottom.
don't want them to peak too early.
So Chippy and I think they're just going to be like number one in the league, like right off the bat, and then just keep that position. Basically,
just feel
top 3 in the league the
I feel
whole
like they
season.
might turn into like a dynasty.
Oh, okay. Top. So
Everyone's gonna take a pay cut. We're gonna win the cup. Matthew's gonna sign for
Wait.
like $5 million.
the missing piece, let's all talk about it, is the goaltending.
Well, we just signed Samsonov.
They got Samsonov signed, but
Sammy
for 1
just
year.
beat
But
Vassy. Is this real? Please tap me.
But is he the missing piece? Is he the answer to the goaltending?
Well, they have only got him on a year
Sammy's
to
called.
test it out.
Sammy's called the answer. We call it like his nickname is the answer.
So you think he's going to be that guy?
Sammy's nickname is the answer.
He's going to be an elite goalie? He's going to win games?
He's the answer.
My prediction is so last year the Leafs finished 5th overall in the league, right? My prediction this year is they're going to finish like 10th or 11th,
Oh. No, they were 4th overall, dude.
4th overall.
Tied for 4th.
Tied for 4th, so basically 5th. I'm predicting they're going to finish like around in the middle of the pack, but then they're going to be heating up in time for the playoffs this year.
Okay. I'm going to say
That's smart.
they're
Like
going to be top 3. They're going to top 3.
I think they're just gonna like. I think we're in it for the marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't think we need to come out guns a blazing. I think we're gonna come out, win our first 3 games, lose 1, win another, lose a couple.
Timestamp this. Flip it. It's going to happen.
And it's just gonna be we're not gonna like show our full potential. We're gonna like it's almost like we're so good that we need to like play with our competition a little bit, like lose a couple, get people saying, oh, like because if not, we're so stacked that they might be like, this isn't fair for the league. And they might say, we have to remove a player from this roster because you guys are way too good.
Well, what I was saying is
that's where I'm at.
What I'm saying is I feel like the Leafs, what they need is to hit rock bottom before they will actually have a chance.
So I'm
at
saying
winning
if they
in
do
the
if they
playoffs.
do
We've
that,
been living in rock
it's
bottom
because
for the last 60
they
years.
choose to do that.
No,
choosing
this
to do
group.
that.
This group.
This group is going to choose to do that if they do that.
Man.
And they're going to be like, okay, we're joking.
Choose to what?
Turn it on. They're going to they get to do whatever they want to do this year. Is what I'm saying. This group that we've assembled, Brad and I, we're going to choose what we do this year. So if we want to lose a couple games in a row and act like we're not the best team in the league, we will.
It's going to
It's
be
all a facade.
strategic moves.
Exactly.
They're going to lose strategically.
Exactly. Lose a couple games.
Take the night off, boys.
Take the night off.
God.
We're gonna rest a couple. We're gonna resting Big Pappy whenever he wants rest.
Oh yeah. Load management.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be in and around the team a lot this year. We're gonna be. I'll be talking a lot of golf with them.
Yeah.
We're gonna like the way I got this team running this year is we're gonna be playing a lot of golf
Basically, what happens is like about
during the season.
20 games, 30 games left in the season, you start talking, okay, what team do we want to play against, boys? Like, where do we want to take our first trip?
That California trip and Florida trip is
Exactly.
looking nice.
So it's like,
Exactly.
do we want to play?
We're resting our guys.
Who do we want to play in the first round? And then you start winning and losing games depending on that.
you start giving free players to Arizona just to
No, so my
Rentals.
strategy this year with the boys is to give them a lot of time on the course during the season.
Oh, so they're not craving it.
So they're not exactly. So my thing is like we're gonna get them out as much as we can. We got the simulators going. I installed a simulator at each player's house.
Yeah.
So
And they can start practicing in case Liv offers them like 100
exactly.
million.
Well, you see Pepe Pappy 300-yard bomb
They can golf in the off season.
Oh yeah, with Keith Yandel.
on that simulator.
Yeah.
Pappy's got a nice swing.
I saw
All
that.
right, let's wrap this up with a little
Yeah.
personal. Chip,
Yeah.
why don't you go first? Like, what have you been doing the last month? You've been
my
everywhere.
goodness, my
Give
mind.
us a good story.
Okay, a good story.
I mean,
A good
no,
short
first give us a
let's not
rundown.
do it.
In the last month, what'd you do? You did a charity tournament in Minnesota,
Yes.
uh,
Nashville. NHL
Nashville for
awards,
the draft and the NHL awards.
Dirks
Then
Bentley shout out.
Dirks
on
Bentley I
live
shouted you out
TV. That was crazy.
as my best friend in the whole wide
That's my
world.
best
Coach
buddy, Coach
Chippy
Chippy
says.
Don't think too much. Keep creating.
Just
Yeah.
Don't think too much. Just flow.
Love it.
That was crazy. That's a crazy story.
You were just with Mitch Marner.
Mitchie met
Chillin',
Mitchie met
eh?
The
JT.
Mitch
as well.
Marner Assist Fund or whatever.
Let's talk about Marner.
Foundation.
Eh? Old
He
Mitchie.
might be the biggest beauty I've met.
Yeah. Did you
Marner.
get him on Team Style and Flow? Like,
Oh yeah.
is
The first thing he
part
says.
owner now, or?
The first thing he says to me, he goes, "Style and flow."
Yes.
That's the first
knows.
thing. I look at him.
knows.
He's got the nice suit on. He had a nice little red suit on, and it was his event, right? So he was.
He's hosting. He's got the vibes, right?
He's hosting. He's
Yeah.
he's flowing. He's doing his thing, and then I was doing an interview with him and Charles Oakley.
Mm-hmm.
So big. I see Mitch. He's buzzing around, and then boom, he sees me. He comes up. Boom, big. We just chop it up for a little bit
Love it.
before we do the interview, and then
Beauty.
he was just like down to earth. Like he was just. I mean, you're making 11 sheets. You're flowing. You're
alright.
in summertime.
Sponsorships coming left.
Yeah,
right,
he's
center.
feeling good. And I was talking a little bit about the swing, asked a little bit about Pappy.
Mm-hmm.
Pappy's an AZ.
Yep.
He's getting married though. So
Oh, yeah?
he's got his wedding coming out probably
Oh.
like this
Ooh.
week or something. Marner.
Oh yeah, okay.
So Marner. But he says like it's been crazy because during the off season, during the summer, that's when all the players get married.
It's
Yeah.
wedding season.
So
man.
You're
it's like-
basically flying around just as much as the regular season just for
Exactly, so
weddings.
they're just like popping in and out.
Yeah.
They should just do like a mass wedding. Like, okay, this is the location we're all
Go to
getting
community
get married.
hall. do it at the arena.
Like get 10 done in one day.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and
I'm
I'm
just massive
sure that's
celebrate.
what the wives want. Yeah.
I know. eh?
Or fiancés at that point, I guess.
No, they're not about efficiency.
No, but it was funny. Mitchie's father, soon to be father-in-law, comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, like, could you go knock on my son's shoulder?" And I didn't know who it was like at the time, and I was like, so I would go over. He's like, "Oh," and then it's like Mitch's whole family's like booth, like it's like
Yeah.
like it was like their booth or whatever at the event. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I go in hot, right? I go, boom, tap on his shoulder, and then Mitchie's soon-to-be wife is sitting beside. Like I guess I didn't know what I was in. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "What's going on?" And then it would end up being hilarious because we got the photo, and then
You find out afterwards who all these people are, sort of thing.
and then Mitchie's like, "Oh, you got to come get a photo." Like my father-in-law is like, so I'm like, so, but it was a lot of energy for him. Like he was just like going like a lot of conversations. Like these events can be a lot, right? So,
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, is that you know that these guys are vibing with your videos then and like actually liking them, enjoying
Yeah.
looking them
Yeah,
forward. to,
that
like,
was cool.
They're
Like, that was-
secretly like following and sharing them with each other. So you know that like you're not offending these stars by doing your skits. Like they're hitting.
That was big. That was big for me. Like the family, I saw the family. Like the family says, like, yeah, like they watched them.
If
like,
the actual players who you're doing skits about
Yeah.
like you,
it's the families
And
that
if-
like,
of course the
it's
family
the
guys.
families that
Yeah.
like, I'm like, no way. I'm like, that's like that makes me feel like okay, like this is
well, because you do such a
feels
great
good.
job of portraying them in
Yeah.
like a lighthearted but fun and like a little
And people
sarcastic
know
way.
that it's a skit. So
They
that-
yeah.
it's like the comedian rule, right?
Yes.
You can make fun of people when you're on stage or whatever. It's like that when you're doing a
it's
skit. It's a
character, like,
joke.
It's a
right?
joke.
So-
I make it like I look like
Yeah.
the biggest goof when I'm doing the video.
But you're not going offside. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
like, I'm
you're
like
not.
I'm making fun of
You're
myself.
not attacking their personal
Yeah, it's
feelings.
not offensive.
Yeah.
I love that. You got to ask, though. You got to start asking if you meet someone and they know you and they're like, oh, yeah, style and flow or whatever. You got to be like, yo, Mitchie, what's your favorite one? Hey, what's your favorite
Oh,
vid?
I know. So
Tell me.
I wanted to do an interview with them, but like we were supposed to, and then I never got I had that question. I was like, well, first of all, have you seen the videos?
Yeah,
And
well,
second, like,
if he calls you out and says style and flow, you know he's seen them. So you got to
oh,
be like,
yeah,
hey, what's your favorite? You got one that you got a fave? You got
Or like, which one do you remember seeing first?
which one do you laugh the most at?
yeah. So
Yeah.
like, that would be like unreal. But yeah, it's like. It's just light. It's just jokes. Like
Yeah.
meeting Phil would be pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Kessel would be.
he'd probably look at you and just turn away.
Yeah, like I don't know what Kessel would do.
No, I've heard he's a big character. I bet you.
I know he is. He
he's,
is.
He's the type of guy that strikes me as someone that would like,
But like he
lean
would big
into
boy.
it.
Like he would big boy. He would probably like pretend like he would try to like.
I think he would.
He would
give-
try to
I
like.
think he would give it back to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like but he would try to like act like he's like offended or something.
I think he would moan and kind of like, oh, this guy. But then he would warm up to you, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Right? I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the initial
yeah, yeah.
impression, he'd probably be like, no, not this guy.
I would just smile. At
I could
him.
picture
wouldn't
him
even,
being like, "So you're the one that's been making fun of me, eh?"
yeah, it'd be a tough position for me. Like I
He'd
would
challenge you 1v1 on the basketball cart. Come on.
go Phil. Sad.
No, he's gonna 1v1 in the hot dog eating.
I know. I know.
How?
But it's-
Imagine you
it's
meet
like-
Phil and he greets you with a hot dog. Here, man, how's it doing?
I know, like that would be beautiful. But like it's like all the jokes I've made are like jokes that like it's already like a running joke in the league. Like I'm not like
Yeah.
making any like new.
You're not characterizing him in a way that he hasn't already been.
Yeah.
His teammates are coming out and saying he's eating a bowl of cheese.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like he seems just like a legend. Like Phil just seems like a legend. Like even when he was in Toronto, I loved him.
But when we did an interview with an NHL player, I won't name any names because he didn't name any names, sort of thing. Like he's referencing certain players. I'm like, oh yeah, Phil Kessel. But it's like, yeah, so maybe Phil doesn't love it. Maybe Phil does it, but who knows? All right, so you mentioned Mitch Marner, a bunch, Quentin Byfield recently.
Oh yeah, Q. He's a beauty.
Yeah.
I talked to him for a little bit.
How are you getting these like opportunities? Like people are just like, hey, you want to come hang out with Mitch Marner for the day?
Yeah, that one was I knew.
Oh, Phil texted me.
The Marner one. Yeah, it's just like you get asked to come to these events, and obviously, it was to promote his charity. So that one was like
great, yeah.
That one made sense. Like
Sports Interaction was a big sponsor of his
Yes.
event. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
you
so
go
I've
with
worked-
them.
Yeah, I've worked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
So they the company or whatever
Yeah.
that are going to these events get the get the extra invites for you, right? And
Exactly,
you're a hot
exactly.
commodity. So.
I mean, it sounds like you made Mitch's night and his whole family.
It was unreal. It was actually a great night. Like I wasn't. It was.
They should
real life cameo.
They should have paid.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they should have paid an appearance fee for you.
No,
an extra.
I know, Mitchy. I know. But yeah, that was the Byfield one. Yeah, Byfield, my buddy played for. He actually set the record for most games played for the Sudbury Wolves.
Oh wow.
So he was the captain, and then he played with Q. So
Yeah.
he was going up. There was a camp up there in Sudbury. So I was like, boom, Coach Ship's,
Nice,
Coach Ship's going
nice.
up. Quick
Nice.
Q's gonna be up there, and then we chopped it up on the Thursday night.
You're just like a nomad. You like no kids, no wife, no girlfriend. You're just like any chance, like boom, drop a dime. I'm going.
I'm going. Yeah, like that's really what it's. But it's also what I've also realized with all that. Like it's just a lot.
Oh, it
like it's
is.
a lot. Like going out.
Draining, right?
It's a lot of like it's awesome, but it's also like extremely draining, and I felt that a little bit
Yeah.
where it's like I haven't been as creative in terms of.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
videos.
you go to all these things, but you're like, I don't know why I'm going or what I'm doing. I it's a great
you
opportunity.
just go to be yourself. Like it's like
Exactly.
you have to like show up, and like I was talking to the. On the bench boys, and that's what they
Yeah.
said. You show up and be a beauty, man.
Yeah,
you just gotta
exactly.
show up to these events and just be a beauty, and like
Always on.
there's no expectation, but like, and just having fun with it's also like detaching. Like you're showing up. Yeah, there's all these like people around, but like I don't know who they are. They're just human beings, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Don't overthink it.
yeah. And if they don't vibe with it, I just like there's no overthinking. Like, it's just like going in like
Yep.
and it'll be what it'll be, and there's no.
That's a good lesson for anyone.
Yeah, like as long as you're good in your own skin, like as long as like you don't need a like validation or approval for anyone, like especially
Yeah.
when you're going to like these types of events, like it's like I'm good with who I am. I'm like I know myself.
Yeah, if you go in with some expectations and you're trying to do something, then you can almost like if it works, it's great because it's like you look like a genius because it's like, oh, this is what I was trying to do and I achieved it. But then like if anything goes wrong, you're kind of like stuck.
Yes,
right?
like
So
I
you-
go in as my normal self.
Yeah.
I don't go in with a character. I don't go in
No.
like I go in there just like how you doing? How's your summer going?
Yep.
You golfing? Like you know what I mean? Like it's just having conversations, and that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing for me is just learning how to have more interesting conversations, be a better listener, and make people feel around me be comfortable. Like that's what I like a big thing that I've realized is like you the environment is you as well. So when you walk into a room, like try to make other people feel comfortable, like because they might be feeling anxiety, they might be feeling
Fair.
So it's like instead of putting all the light on you, it's about me. I feel anxious. It's like, well, what if everyone around me feels that way?
Yep.
And then you want to do your thing to like make them feel more comfortable, like say hello when you walk in the room,
Yep.
introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And because they might not do that themselves.
Master class right here.
Yeah, so like that, but that's what I've been working on, just like that,
Yeah.
just like type of being grounded. And I think I need to get back to that, like more journaling. Like today, I journaled for the first time in a while.
Been too busy to journal.
Yeah, it has been, and I'm like, hey, I need to like recenter myself. So like that's kind of what I've been focusing on lately.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Hayden, got any personal? It's been like a month, eh?
Well, yeah, we talked with Mason about his life on the last episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who listened to that one.
Yeah, we had. Mason replaced you on the last
Did he, eh?
pod. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty good.
It was
How'd he
a
do?
mini Chippy.
How do you do?
He put in a
Brought,
good-
brought some energy.
good 20 minutes of the pod. Yeah. And
Yeah, he had fun. It seemed like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was enjoying it, so that was the best part. He wasn't like we didn't force him to do it.
no.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, no, he was eager to do it. What did you ask Chippy even?
Oh, just like personal. Like let's talk about anything that's
Interesting thing you
going
done the
on.
last month.
What's going on the last month? What are you focusing on? It's summertime.
Well, I've been ramping up videos with you on your second channel,
Mm-hmm.
so that's been good in terms of like during work hours.
Yeah. We're relaunching How to Hockey, which is just like the training side of things. And yeah, we posted a few that have really gone off, just like quick hit, something that can help hockey players
Yeah.
get in back.
I saw that little double punch.
Got the double punch.
Yeah.
Punched it well. That was
You know
a great
what-
video.
You know what's funny is I went to Hockey Opportunity Camp, which is a sleepover camp. We dropped Mason off there.
I went there when I was younger too.
Everyone
HSC.
went there, man. They all love it.
Yeah.
Everyone tells me that, and I walk in and I forgot. Okay, here's a bunch of like, between 9 or 8.
That video crushed. I think I saw on
Did
TikTok.
great, yeah. It's like a few hundred, 500,000 views or something like that, right? But yeah, it's like it's a bunch of kids between 8 years old to like 13 years old at this camp, and I just walk in there and I just got swarmed, right? But you know how when you go into the rink and they're like style and flow,
Oh,
style and flow, don't
It's
think
a,
it's slow,
it's
right?
a lot. It's
Right?
yeah.
And these kids are like, Coach Jeremy, double punch. And I was like, oh, I did a
that's
thing.
awesome.
Right? I did
That's
it. And
awesome.
it was like a hockey training tip.
Yeah.
Like, they're all hockey players, right?
Yeah.
And anyone at that camp is wanting to
yeah.
enjoy training hockey, right?
Exactly. So these kids are like, oh, coach, I used the double punch today, went bar down skis. I'm like, oh, sick. It's working.
How
That's
does
good.
Mason feel when that happens? Like, is he loves it too?
It's
or-
funny. He was kind of thrown back like the first day. He's just like kind of watching,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the second day, I went back to like film a little bit. He's like, Dad. He's like, come into the lunchroom. Everyone's having lunch. Dad, come here. He's like, and then he's like looking at his friends. He's like, okay, watch this, guys. Watch this. And he's like, brings me in, and then all the kids are like, ah, God. Right? And then so like it was like the first table in like the lunchroom or whatever.
Right.
And then Mason's like looking at his friends, and then he's like, Dad, go over to that table. Walk over there. Go over there with those kids. And I'm like,
He's almost like becomes a popular kid. Like
Mason's your new manager.
he's just trying to parade me around. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was kind of funny.
That camp does sound pretty fun.
Yeah. So yeah, Mason had a great time. Learned to water ski there. He did the rock climbing.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the early rising.
He
You
said
gotta
the same
get
thing,
up
6:15.
early, man, and then you have to eat. I was never an early and I remember you have to get up, then you got to eat in that thing, and then the camp counselors are like barking at you. I remember I think I gave the counselors a little attitude. Like I was like, I just couldn't.
You're a grumpy morning kid.
Yeah, I was extremely grumpy in the morning.
That's funny.
Yeah, Mason did
Probably
not-
because you're up goofing around with the buddies in the
Oh yeah,
cabin.
we'd be staying up till I think like I
Doesn't
think my
help the
one buddy was like
situation.
allergic to peanut butter, and then like he had to. I had like a peanuts or I had munchies. I had munchies, and then I shook his hand or something. And I was like, we were worried he was gonna like.
No way.
Yeah, I was dicey. I remember that. You stay in those little cabins, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Mason's like, the first night was terrible. The other cabin kept knocking on our walls and ding dong ditching our door.
Ding dong ditching.
That sounds lit. That sounds fun. Yeah, but you're waking up in the next morning.
Oh, but
Like,
Mason
the last
wants
thing
to
I feel like
sleep.
doing. That's the only thing. It's like summertime. You kind of just want to go chill and water ski, but then you got to go on the ice, and
2
then you got to
hours-
come back.
2
and
hours
then-
on the ice,
which
yeah.
is
Right.
good if you're training. But I was more of like I just want to water ski.
You're just there for
I
the
want to
summer
wakeboard.
things.
I want to wake skate.
You sound like Mason. Mason's like, okay, I'll go back next year, but just water ski.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He's like, he didn't mind the hockey. He loved it all.
it's literally
right?
called hockey opportunity camp.
Yeah.
But like,
No, you can go and just do like the alternate activity. You don't have to go on the ice if you don't want to. Right?
I feel like I would have taken that option, but no, I was at that time I was AAA. So I love because you're showing up and you're dominating these other kids that are not AAA, and I was the top dog at the camp.
Yeah, there was one kid there, Mason's age group, and oh my! Actually, I put the GoPro on him. He's just cooking these kids, just cooking. I
Yeah,
think he was from like
at the end,
Sudbury or something.
at the end, they have like a game at the end of the
Yep,
week. Yeah, I
yep.
remember that. I lit it up that game.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, too bad we didn't have any footage of that, eh?
I
Yeah.
know, I should have.
Check the archives of the hockey camp.
Hayden, hop in with anything else.
Oh, I've just been doing summer things, golfing a lot.
Oh, golf,
I've
yeah.
got a bunch of weddings that I'm going to that I've already been to.
Yep.
Shot even par on the
Weddings,
front 9 or something the other day.
Oh yeah, I shot a 77 on 18, and I shot even par on the front 9 the other day, which was crazy.
Beautiful.
Then just on the side things, I started like a agency of one for video editing
Oh yeah.
on the side, and been making some connections there. Might be doing some stuff for Chippy.
Yeah,
after
ooh,
hours.
if I could
Just on social media stuff.
Nice.
get my act together. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. Being a
my-
content creator,
it's
so much
insane,
that you want to
man.
create, and you get all this footage, and sometimes it just sits there, or like you use it, but you don't use it to its fullest. And by time you're like, oh yeah, I'm meaning to get to that, and then the next thing you know, you're off to some other event filming more stuff.
Yeah,
and then you're
I
off to
gotta-
another event, and then you're like, I'm like 3 events or 3 pieces of content behind,
Yes.
and then you're just like, well, and it just gets left behind.
Well, then it's like you also know like there's so much content like for that Minnesota Wild event. Like I could probably sit here and make like 10 more videos.
Yeah, you can.
And then now I
Yeah.
got like, but then you got something else you filmed yesterday.
Yeah.
And then you got It's like holy.
Yeah.
it's
And then
like-
by the time you actually have time to sit down and edit it, you're like, well, I can't post this now because it's been a month, and people like,
Yeah.
no, I was already there a month ago. So now they're like, oh, this is like old content. It's not relevant, and then it just
yeah.
sits
So
there,
that's
yeah.
the entire
hey-
concept with the site that I launched is basically for content creators like yourself that don't have time to do everything themselves, or maybe there's some things that you're not as good at than others that they can have me do. Like whether it's you want to do the rough cut yourself, but you can't polish it.
probably
or-
best for YouTube because after you launched that, Opus Pro came out and just took your job.
Yeah.
But for YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube, like that's great for the long form. I mean, you can still also do the social stuff if you want that personal touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, this AI video editing is just getting crazy quick.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say I don't utilize some of those tools,
Well,
but it
that's-
ends up being a better product than the tool itself,
You
right?
can
Like,
deliver it faster.
it's like you can use AI to get you 90% of the way there, but if you don't have that extra 10% of time to finish it up yourself, then
Human touch.
yeah, then you still need someone like me to do it for you. So
Beauty.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you're gonna become
it's called VidJoy is
you're
what I
gonna become
named it.
Joy.
more of an operator. I think.
Yeah,
Good point, eh? Yeah.
Be an operator.
yeah,
Smooth
AI operator.
I'm an AI operator.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
Like a Tron, like a movie. I'm an AI operator. For me, I got the sport court all set up. Got some.
This looks sick.
Oh yeah,
I gotta go. I want to do like a little video before I leave.
let's do it. We got this. I'm still getting it fully set up. I got the netting to go around it that I got to put up. I got steel posts that look nice now. I'm gonna put some shades up there. I dug a trench down there. I laid some water and electricity going down. I got
for the winter. That's gonna be nice.
yeah, and then I threw a cold plunge next to the sauna. So I've been doing that. And Sammy and I recently celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I thought a great gift to her on top of what we already did. And we're planning a trip to Italy, which is
Ooh.
very hard to.
Fine cuisine.
Dude, I just want to go there and eat.
Yeah. Like,
Do you know how hard it is to travel? Like, we are the parents of 3 children.
Yeah.
leave him behind.
With who? Like, no one wants these kids. No one wants to take kids. No one wants a baby. And two, like, the 2 kids that are older are fine. And Sammy curses me for having that. We had the baby now because we could easily get rid of Mason and Olivia.
Get rid.
It's dude,
Pawn them off at someone
exactly.
week or
They
two.
take care of themselves.
Yeah,
they
the
tell you when
third-
they're
the
hungry and
third-
all this
the
stuff. It's
third
like
really
but
adds
we got the extra
some
anchor.
trouble, eh?
The extra
Yeah.
anchor, right? Grandma doesn't want to change the diapers and look after the 2 is hard.
Didn't think about that one,
And
did
then
ya?
no. So it's like, where do you take them? Is there like a kennel where you can just drop them off for the week? It's not easy to get
Was
rid
it
of.
always-
It's called the hockey opportunity camp.
I know.
Did
You
you
Should have
always-
went then.
Do they take 19-month-olds?
Did you always want 3, or was it like?
Yeah, this is a long discussion. Okay, let's not get into it, please.
Sammy
Because,
barges in.
You know, like girl, boy,
Yeah.
2. I mean,
I know, the $1 million
how,
family.
how could you?
Why'd you add a third to it? We can get into that next pod. There is.
I would love to hear your.
All right.
You had to have a full lineup.
Next, I mean, yeah. Or next pod, we can get into that. But anyways, yeah, I couldn't get rid of the kids for a full week. We're working on that. Once we line that up, we're gonna go to Italy. But I thought a good gift would be to change myself and to, all the things she complains about for the last 10 years, try to do less of it.
Oh, that's,
Wow, what a great gift.
He's going. You're getting the self-awareness meter. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So I mean, one thing that I'm trying to do.
No, I think it's the Sammy awareness meter.
Sammy awareness. I mean, yeah, it's you could be a better husband, right? Well, the thing is, it's like I always thought that being a good husband was about being a good father, right? Like, and I love being with the kids and playing with the kids, but like, yeah, I guess that's one part of being a husband, but there's also like you got to give that personal time to Sammy as well, my wife,
Right.
right? So it's like, yeah, it's great if you're good with kids, but what about her, right? So a little more extra time for her, and then also just taking care of myself, not letting myself, So I've started a morning routine, which I think is really important. I'm 37 and I'm starting to feel creaky, and like my joints aren't working, muscles aren't. I'm cramping up. I'm,
Right.
you used to get injured, and then like you go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, oh, it's gone, just clears itself up. I hurt my back like a year ago. I still have residual pain from it. Like I can't put my sock
And
on
it
my right
affects
foot.
other areas of your body too.
Right, so I'm like, I got to start taking
Start
care of
stretching.
myself. Yeah, exactly. It's something as simple as I wake up, I stretch, I'm hopping in that cold plunge because
Oh, I gotta go see that.
oh yeah, and
Oh, I feel like I gotta go in that.
yeah, and then just also trying to take a little more time for Sammy. So that's what I've been doing in the last couple weeks.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to maintain this. We'll see how long
What's
it
that
lasts.
cold plunge like? Sorry, I'm just like,
It is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Especially if I got that sauna going. You go and you cook in the sauna.
how cold is that? Like, is it working right now?
I can set it to real cold if you want. I can put it down
No,
to
I don't need that.
I put it to 3 degrees, which I thought is like, oh yeah, that's what they all talk about on TikTok. Oh, it's 3
That's what you
degrees.
work your way down to.
Oh, I made a big mistake. I
what
got in
happened?
there. Oh, I mean, it felt incredible, but like I could only stand for like 20 seconds. I'm like, I'm out. I couldn't move. The next time I went in, I had to tuck them under my armpits to keep them warm when I went in there.
Oh, I think you just gotta let go.
Try it. I mean, it's only at like, I'll get that thing down to 3 degrees. You hop in there, let me know how long. But at 10 degrees, it's really nice. Actually, at 3 degrees, it's not bad if you have the sauna going because you go like 30 seconds in. You come out like an icicle, and you hop in the sauna, and then that back and forth. I don't know. It starts moving the juices around in your body, and you feel like a new person. Like just everything.
I
is
I feel like I want to try this.
It's invigorating. It's invigorating. So I've been setting it to 10 degrees a little bit. It's not warm. It's still cold, but I sit in there for 3 minutes, and actually I had a beautiful moment because I'm like, I got to sit in here for 3 minutes. What do you do while you're in there for 3 minutes?
The system, you meditate.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. I'm like, why don't I just do nothing? And I just noticed the surroundings. And like, it was cold at first, right? But I didn't think about the cold. I thought about, what do I hear? What do I see? What do I feel?
Wind rustling the leaves.
Exactly, right?
Birds.
And in this moment, I'm like, what do I feel? And I could feel the sun just kind of peeking through the trees and glistening on my face, And I felt this warmth take over me. And in this moment, I'm sitting in a freezing cold tub, but with this relaxation, meditation, release, I felt warm. It was weird. It was such a weird feeling.
I need to feel
Mind
that.
over matter.
That's pretty.
All right, let's
pretty
go
cool, yeah.
check out that tub.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you,
for listening.
everybody.
We'll end it there with Jeremy's beautiful depiction of what it's like to be in a cold plunge.
Thank you. It's about life, man.
It's about meditative
What
state.
are you focusing on? And what you focus on is what you can achieve. I was focused on that warmth touching my face, and my whole body was warm.
I don't think just flow, baby.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you in a couple weeks. Next pod.
Cheers,
Gonna
everyone.
change the world with my hockey stick. Gonna make a real difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.